Yo, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be doing some more of the console Fragments. Now, this is going to be the second episode of the series, which I'm actually really quite excited for because, yeah, yesterday showed a really good start. I mean, yeah, I was expecting quite a lot, but yeah, I definitely got what I was expecting. So, yeah, I'm really quite excited to play today, see what we're actually going to be getting today. I really wonder because last time we saw, you know, the Placil Alpha stuff, which I kept on calling Placil A because I kept on forgetting fancy A is not A in italics, it's Alpha. Yeah, and then we had the police raid, and then we had, you know, stuff about Natsumi as well. I wonder what we're actually going to learn regarding her. Yeah, so I completely forgot which fragment we're actually meant to do next. So, yeah. Oh yeah, so we've read the arrest of Ministry on Health and Safety Welfare officials. So fragment 14 is next. Right, okay, here we go. So I think I've saved. Yeah, look at this. I have got a save, which is going to be very quite, ah yes, really quite convenient. So the sixth one, wait no, the fifth one. Right, so, is this the right one? Just want to make full, yeah. So public security detective's death. Ooh, I wonder if this is going to be Yuusuke's death. I woke up with a light cough and a strange irritation in my throat. Oh, that definitely doesn't sound like the best, you know, thing to wake up with. God, that. I hope that doesn't sort of predict what the events of the day are going to be like. That's Tomoe. Oh, looking at the clock, it was past 3 AM. Oh my god, it's the devil's hour. Since I got into a bed around midnight, that meant I got around 3 hours of sleep. Oh, right. That's weird. I always took pride in being a good sleeper, so waking up in the middle of the night was abnormal. Oh, that's interesting. What the fuck could this be? Oh my god. Oh my god, so this is before her parents actually died. But tomorrow, or technically today, I have morning training with the track and field club. Oh god, if I don't get enough rest, I'm more likely to injure myself at practice. Oh shit. Alright, I thought that thought and rolled back over, but I suddenly started feeling thirsty and opened my eyes again. For some reason, I couldn't sleep. Falling back asleep would be ideal, but I decided that I should get a drink of water from the kitchen to cool off, so I climbed out of bed. Then I stood up and unsteadily walked towards the door, reaching my hand out for the doorknob. Huh? Oh shit, so there actually is something that is something to be alert of. The moment I opened the door, the intense heat blew into the... Oh my god! Not fucking right. Jesus Christ! Isn't that nuts to think? Tomoe wouldn't have been alive if she didn't need this one drink of water, if she didn't feel thirsty in this one occasion. Holy shit! Oh my god, so I wonder what her reaction actually is going to be. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, understandable. I couldn't help but turn my head down and stumble, but I raised my head and opened my eyes and was so shocked I froze on the spot. What? Oh my god, yeah! Even though the lights should have been out, the hallway was lit up in bright red. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah. Complete fire. And even though it was the middle of the night, there was a shivering, roaring sound and a strange odour in the air. Yeah, god, smoke and fire. And what's more, the stairs in the corner of the hallway leading down to the first floor were smothered in an intense... Oh my god. A fire? Oh god, she's probably realising. Oh, fuck, that moment, the plate on the door opposite my room came into view and I came back to my senses. Fucking wake Madoka up. Oh my god. Yeah, Madoka might be still asleep while noticing this. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she is. I wouldn't be surprised if she was, actually. I don't know if she is. Oh no. She hasn't reacted or anything, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's not the case. I pushed over and banged hard on the door while screaming out loud, forgetting that it was the middle of the night. Oh yeah, definitely. This is an emergency. It doesn't matter. Madoka, wake up! Come on, Madoka. What the fuck? Why is she not answering? Oh, good, she's... Yeah. What's going on, sis? Yeah, who cares about what time it is? Oh my god. Oh god, that's definitely told us that she knows the urgency of the situation. Jesus. Yeah, Madoka came out looking sleepy, but as soon as she saw the flames brilliantly die in the hallway and light, she opened her eyes wide and stood there trembling at the unfathomable situation. That goes without saying. Oh yeah, definitely. And if you do, then you are... Let's just say you're probably going to be spending the last few days of your life without being in prison. For a long time, by the way. Especially not in your own home. Oh my god, yeah, definitely. definitely. I mean, you see fires whenever you light stuff on the gas stove, but you do not see stuff this deadly. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, the fire's probably covering, like, the entirety of, you know, just the rooms that they can actually see. I mean, fucking hell. Yeah, so the stairs leading to the first floor entirely covered in fire. God. Sis, shit, has she realised? Oh my god, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's right, your sister's here. We're together. Oh my god, now this is really when shit gets real. She doesn't know. Fire, there's a fire. Hurry, get out of here. Oh my god. Isn't it just the worst to think that they weren't able to do so? I shouted at the top of my lungs towards my parents, who should be sleeping downstairs. Oh my god, put two and two together. Yeah, but there was no reply, and the fire had, you know, blazed the first floor, which I'd assume was downstairs, yeah. I carefully approached the stairs while watching the fire, raising my voice to call out to them, but again, there was no response. God, that's awful. I mean, situations like this really suck, because not only is it so unsafe, but, like, it's sort of like a situation where you're just cornered. You can't go anywhere, even though there is a, you know, escape that you would normally be able to go to. It's completely blocked by the fire. You're just there to die, really. Maybe they haven't noticed still? Or maybe, oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that's the worst thing about a situation like this. You need to contemplate both scenarios. Yeah, or maybe, oh no. Oh shit. I shook my head to stave off the terrible thought that came to my... Oh my god. Isn't it just sad that this is going to become reality? No, but that can't be. Plus, my dad is a detective. He should be quick to catch on. Yeah, but at the same time, detectives need sleep. Doesn't make them superhuman. Even if he was asleep, there was no way he would have noticed something so unusual going on in the house. I mean, that is understandable, but at the same time, if the person's actually lit the fire so that he can't escape whatsoever. Now, I would be really interested if the person that lit the fire was actually somebody involved in the police raid. Maybe it could have been somebody really close to the person he shot. I'm sure he already ran out of the house. He just couldn't make it upstairs because of the fire. Oh my god, but he hasn't though. And I'm sure he's watching from outside the house right now thinking about how to help us. No. I mean, it's fair enough that she'd think this. But no, it's not true. Isn't it really quite horrible to think we are literally reading Tomoe's life getting ruined and she doesn't even know it yet? But her life is going to be ruined after this. At least we've got a jam, I suppose. I don't know. God. Oh, it's just these, like, you know, last... I don't know, I suppose. Yeah, the last 3 lines. I mean, my god. Last 4 lines, actually. But, yeah, they're just so much worse knowing that that hasn't been the case. Yes, that must be it. I'm certain of it. Yeah, you would hope so. Mum, Dad. Oh, hurry, come to us. Yeah, there's a fire. Oh my god. Yeah, god, I feel bad for Madoka. I mean, this is bad enough for Tomoe, but Madoka as well. Jesus. Madoka, calm down. Oh yeah, definitely. For now, we need to get out of here. That is actually a good question because, you know, the staircase has been lit with fire. Get out of here. How? Oh my god. Yeah, how are they actually going to get out? That is a really good question. The stairs are burning up. We can't go down. I'm scared. Shit. I looked back at my room and beyond the hallway and gazed out of the window. Right, there should be a garden just below my room. Oh, the garden there is all dirt, so it's unlikely the fire spread there.
Madoka!
Oh.
Mado!
Oh, Madoka, the window. Madoka, Mado. It's like Madoka, but without Mado. Sorry, a car even.
窓から下に降りるよ
Yeah, we'll get down through the window. Huh?
そんなどうやって
No way, how?
こんな高さから飛び降りたら怪我しちゃうよ
Oh my god. Oh, I feel so bad for Madoka. She's really, really panicking, but at the same time, is getting, you know, a really bad injury worse than losing your life to a fire? No.
怪我と死ぬのとどっちがいいの
Yeah, I mean, it's awful getting hurt really, really badly, but at the same time, it is better than dying, I agree.
私にしがみついてなさい早く
Yeah, now hold on to me and hurry up. Oh, God. Oh, my God, I think she's just realised, you know, the depth of the distance between her and... Oh, my God, why is this music playing? Put two and two together. Yeah, she's probably seen her parents. Oh my god. Oh, right, I'm actually really quite surprised that she hasn't seen her parents. But yeah, I was surprised that the distance to the ground felt far higher than expected. Yeah, my god, yeah. There is no safe way out of this. But more importantly, the window and the sliding door in the living room have been blown off. And we're laying on the ground in the garden while roaring flames can be clearly seen inside the room. Oh my god. Jesus, man. It's not only her parents, but her entire house is fucked as well. Jesus Christ. An entire door laying on the ground in the garden. I mean, my god, that must be such a weird sight. And what's more, there were scattered fragments of shattered glass on the ground with their sharp, evil blades shining like crimson light right at us. Jesus. That is really bad, my god. What if they really, I don't know, what if, for example, glass actually gets into their skin? Really, really high distance, obviously really high, you know, force of gravity. It's going to have a lot of, you're going to have a ton of kinetic energy, you're going to have a really bad impact. I mean, there is no way you would live if that got into a vein. And let's be honest, if worst case scenario, like, it would really pierce, like, it could potentially pierce half the foot. I mean, if it's like a really big shard. Oh, Dad. Yeah, Madoka and I are over here. Oh my god, this is the worst. Because obviously they're not going to leave without their parents. But at the same time, they don't know that their parents are, you know, dead. And they can't go. Yeah, they're just going to maximise their chances of danger. But yeah, they have to do this. I squeezed my voice as hard as I could and called out to my parents, who should be already outside this house. Yeah, maybe the parents are outside, who knows, but there was no response. In fact, I couldn't see any signs of their... Oh my god. Yeah, in fact, I couldn't see any signs of them near the garden or the entryway. It's just the fire. Oh god, they really need to fucking get a move on. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay, they really need to get out. Yeah, turning back towards Madoka's pain voice, I saw the flames in the hallway had already spread to the door frame, showing signs of even creeping into the room. There's no time to hesitate. No, I couldn't agree more. Yeah. God, I closed my eyes and I made a desperate prayer for the first time in my life. Then I opened them again. Oh god, praying is not going to do anything. Then I squeezed Madoka's trembling. Oh god. And wrapped her arms around my shoulders. And while tearing the sheets off the bed and using them as rope to tie us together around the waist. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, What if, for example, one person lands on their spine and, you know, one person doesn't? I mean, at least one person will be alive, I suppose, but, yeah, I don't think the other person will be. Sis.
姉ちゃん
I mean, things would have to go horribly wrong, but at the same time, it's not
目をつぶってなさい
impossible. Yeah, close your... No.
絶対に私の体から腕を離しちゃダメだから
Yeah, never ever let go of me. Oh my god. God. Interesting. I wonder if Tomoe is just doing this and Madoka can't hesitate at all. Upon hearing that, Madoka clung to my shoulders. Clung to my shoulders so tight it felt a little suffocating. Yeah, understandable. And she closed her eyes tight with determination. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought about jumping first so that I'd be able to catch Madoka. God, she is so selfless. Fucking hell. But I worried she couldn't bring herself to jump and wouldn't be able to escape until it was too late. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it's more sensible. And obviously, this puts her life less in risk. What if, for example, the weight of Madoka, you know, the attraction of gravity, obviously, is too much for her, so... As a result, maybe she can't catch Madoka, and what if, you know, the weight causes her to potentially fall right down, right on her spine. There's a lot of force coming on, so I'd assume that could potentially be some really, really bad damage caused there, if that happens. So even though there's some risk involved, this is the best method. I agree. Even in the worst case, I should be able to land underneath Madoka to protect her. Oh my god, you are going to die!
行くよ
God, here we go. That is just so surprising. She doesn't even value her own life just because of how much she cares about Madoka. Fucking hell. I tore off the curtain and made it into a long string, and then tied it around one of the legs of the bed. Then I firmly grasped it in both hands while hanging outside the window, shaking off my hesitation and fear as I held Madoka in my arms and began to descend to the garden. However... What? Wait, hang on a second, so I'm quite confused. They weren't actually going to jump. Oh shit, what's happened? Oh no! Since it was just a thin piece of cloth, it couldn't withstand the load of 2 people. Oh god, so the fabric tore near the middle of the curtain. Oh, okay. Okay, that is good. So interesting, they've actually... That's insane though. So they've used the curtain to actually abseil down. That's so impressive. Yeah. Oh, I wonder what this is. Oh god, just a few minutes later the fire had overtaken our room. My god. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, what about Madoka though? I had a slight bruise from the fall and a few cuts in my arm from the glass, but I wasn't seriously hurt. And of course, Madoka was fine. Good. Soon after that, we were rescued by firefighters and received first aid in a nearby vacant lot. Yeah, nice. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, understandable. Who wouldn't be? But even after being rescued, we were both still trembling. Oh god, yeah. My nose twitched from the irritating stench all around the area. Yeah, understandable. Yeah, my throat ached like it was stuffed with burning sand, and the coughing wouldn't stop even after taking deep breath. Oh god, that must be fucking scary. But at the same time, I heard that, you know, if you are actually exposed in like a really fire-filled area, then it's going to be the fumes and, you know, the smoke emitted from fire that's going to kill you first. It's not going to be, you know, the actual fire itself. When I rubbed my cheeks, they were sticky with a mix of soot and sweat. Oh god. Yeah, that must not be pleasant whatsoever. I mean, Jesus, fair enough. Her house has just been completely, you know, shattered. But I was so stunned I couldn't even feel bothered by it. I just kept... Yeah, my god, I know. I just kept gazing at the wreckage that should have been my home. Oh my god, man. Here's the worst thing. Yeah, they're gonna bring back bodies. And yeah, they're not exactly going to be the bodies of people we want to see. And the fire trucks parked along the road began firing water. After they did. The flames were finally beginning to calm down. The smoke blowing around the area changed from black to white. And the heat that threatened to burn my skin gradually cooled off. God, you can really tell they were really in the midst of it. Fucking hell. But it's strange, even though my house was supposed to be bright white and very beautiful. Yeah, why is it burnt pitch black with no roof, no walls and no windows? That must genuinely be so weird. I mean, I just couldn't imagine like seeing my home and then just seeing it completely fucking burnt. I mean, the entirety of it as well. It's not just like, I don't know, part of it, for example, and then the kitchen. It's the entire fucking home. So, oh god. Yeah. Upon hearing that voice, I turned and looked at my sister Madoka, who was still shaking my arms. Oh god. Yeah, understandable. She was closing her eyes so firmly it looked like she was trying to escape from reality and tightly clenching my clothes and never letting go. Yeah, my god, at least she has Tomoe, I suppose. I wanted to escape too if it were possible. Yeah, so many times I prayed in my heart that this scene was just a delusion from a nightmare. My god, if only it was. If it's a dream, just wake me up already. Yeah, god, well, no matter how much you pinch your cheeks, you're not going to be able to, you know, wake up. Let morning come and bring back the calm everyday scenery I've been living in until yesterday. Now, isn't it just horrible to think that's never going to be the same again? Oh no. However, yeah, my head became clearer and clearer as I felt more awake, as if to what my desperate wish. Yeah, my god, definitely. Yeah. Oh shit. And the signs of the fire were assaulting all five of my senses, but my consciousness firmly in reality. Yeah. Oh no, that's right. What about mum and dad? I suddenly realised that I'd forgotten all about them this time. Yeah, I mean, understandable. I mean, the situation is just so stressful that not only, you know, do they have them to worry about, but, yeah, all of the danger caused by the fire is a lot more, you know, prominent in what's being occupied in the head. Then ran over to a nearby ambulance with Madoka. There was nobody there but the staff who had treated us. Yeah, interesting. They've probably not found the body. Oh my god, they're probably going to see the bodies, like, you know, brought back from the house. And no signs of anybody being brought here. Oh, nevertheless, I shook off the increasingly growing bad feeling I had. Yeah, while grabbing one of the firefighters by the arm and entrusting him with my single hope by asking him all at once. Excuse me, firefighter. Oh god. What about Mom and Dad? Oh god. Well, I think the answer to this is... yep, it's just... incomprehensibly bad. Let's just say that. Huh? Oh my god, there were more than just the two of you in that house. Holy shit, I mean, I think that really just says everything. Yes. Yeah, my dad and mum were in a room on the first floor. Oh, it's on the other side of the living room over there, across the hallway. Oh no. Oh my god. Understandable. The moment I saw the startled look on the firefighter's face, all the blood in my body began pumping audibly. Yeah, it can't be, huh? Oh god. Yeah, no, I know. Does that mean the only people rescued from this house was just me and Madoka? Then Mum and Dad are... no way. It can't be true. Excuse me coming through. Please make way. Oh my god, step aside please. Oh shit. Two of the victims have been discovered and need to be transported to the hospital immediately. Oh my god. I mean, obviously the paramedics actually have to, you know, say this to the other paramedics because of, you know, a situation of urgency, but holy shit. For Tomoe just hearing this. For now, take resuscitation measures while in the ambulance from the direction of that roaring voice. Oh my god. Two stretchers covered in white cloth are being carried out by the firefighters, breaking through the wall of people. That is her parents. Oh my god. Yeah, two victims. Yeah, and they suffered cardiac arrest. Oh no, Mum. Oh, Jesus, man. Shit. Oh my god. Oh no. I mean, obviously she, you know, feels instinctive. She feels it's instinctive to actually, you know, lift the white cover, but oh my god. Oh my god, she is gonna have the worst fucking shock of her life. After hearing that Madoka pushed me aside as I stood there absent-mindedly, and she dashed towards the stretchers. I rushed over her, but there was no time to stop her. Oh yeah, definitely, she's gonna be running for her fucking life. You there, please wait. Stop. No, look, you can't look. Yeah, no, I can't look. Madoka. Mom.
お母さん。
Yep, hi. I kind of get the impression she's... Oh my god, she's probably seen. Shit. Madoka approached the stretcher and tore off the white cloth. Oh, after both, allowing both of us to see what lay underneath. It was. Oh, God. Jesus, that must be such a fucking horrifying sight.
Madoka!
Get a hold of yourself, Madoka. Oh god, why? Why? God, you can really just tell. I mean, Tomoe obviously is feeling so much, but yeah, she needs to protect Madoka. God, this is just horrible. Yeah, why did this have to happen to our family? No, I couldn't agree more. That is such a good question to be asking. Jesus. That is truly brutal. That really is. I mean, my god, I just couldn't imagine, like, you know, being in the same scenario that Madoka's in, like, fucking hell. She's so young as well, to be able to, you know, to have to see stuff like that when you're that young. And I mean, obviously, it's not just, you know, the horror of seeing it, it's, you know, who it is that's in that state. I mean, Jesus, man. Poor her. That is the only thing I can say to this in simple terms. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, that really is sad. Right, so, fragment number 17 next. Investigation closed. Oh god, poor Madoka.
Yuusuke.
And obviously poor blimmin' Tomoe, but like, I mean, obviously they're, you know, they're suffering just as much as each other, but Madoka's younger, she's less mature, of course she's gonna be suffering more. Yeah, I'm sorry, Yuusuke. Yeah, my god, I know. Now, this is going to be really quite interesting because we're potentially going to realise the truth behind what Yamaoki knows and his connection. I'm sorry, Yuusuke, I swore that I'd never make this sort of report, but what a wretched situation this is. Yeah, if you hate me for this, I don't mind. After setting the flowers in the flower stand, I lighting a stick of incense and clapping my hands together in silence, I bent down on my knees and deeply bowed down in front of the grave. Yeah, of course there was no reply. Oh yeah, definitely there wouldn't be, but... Yeah, no, I know! And, you know, just really seeing this gives you just how odd is it, or how odd is it, and like, how odd it is, you know? Somebody that you've been knowing so well and has been such a good, you know, person and friend to you. And then just seeing them in this state, even though they were, you know, fully alive and well just a few days ago. It really is brutal. Oh, God. Nevertheless, as somebody who contributed to him and his wife's deaths, I couldn't think of any better way to... What? What? Hang on a second, what? Oh my god, so I really wonder. I mean, obviously, there is no way that he's done something that has actually made, you know, obviously been involved with criminals, but I think it's the investigation that they've been doing. Oh god, Minor was right beside me, kneeling on the stone pavement and leaning forward as, yeah, large tears come flowing from down his face. He looked like he was in pain even before we got here. Oh yeah, understandable, yeah. Seeing the tombstone right in front of him must have really gotten to him. Yeah, no, I know. You just have such a great friend. Oh my god, especially because, like, Yuusuke was literally his mentor, probably one of the most influential people he's actually had in his life. Yeah, but I don't think there's anything embarrassing about a full-grown man doing so in this situation. Oh yeah, definitely. And if you think it's embarrassing, then yeah, it's just awful. Yeah, in fact, I was envious of his youthful propensity to express his emotions so honestly. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Yuusuke and Nobumi-san.
それに信美さん。
Oh, Minai Nobumi.
事件の真相を突き止めることなく、捜査本部は昨日解散になった。
Oh, damn. Investigation headquarters shut down the case yesterday without ever finding the truth of this incident.
本当に申し訳ない。
God, I'm truly sorry. A dull thud rang out. Oh, yeah, understandable. Looking down, Minor was pounding his fist on the ground in front of him. Right, so I really wonder... 5 years ago. I've never heard this music before. Oh no, I have. "5 years ago." Right, I really wonder what this is. Minor was appointed as a young executive candidate from the career group and had been serving as a police officer since he was assigned to the Public Security Bureau. But since he had no actual investigation experience and only ever worked a desk job, Minai was assigned to be a tutor on account of his exceptional track record. My god, that's unbelievable. So not only was, you know, Minai a mentor, but a tutor.
あんまり生意気にのぼせ上がっているようなら、向こうずねを蹴飛ばしてやってくれ。
God, if he starts getting too brazen, give him a nice little kick in the
頼ん
shin.
だぞ。
Yeah, I'm relying on you.
わかりました。でもまあ若いんですから。 ちょっとくらい自信過剰な方が将来有望だと思いますよ。
What's his name? Oh my god, Otaka. I don't really think people like Otaka, you know, they probably always had overconfidence, you know, for the entirety of their lives. But yeah, it's just, let's just say it's made things harder in the, you know, long run. But he's still young, so I think a little overconfidence is a sign of a promising future. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if believing in yourself, that's really good. Yeah. Having said that, Yuusuke didn't pay much heed to Minor's audacious demeanor. In fact, he was willing to play along with him, serving as a cushion to eliminate conflicts with others. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was planning to break down Minor's aggressive overconfidence and restrain him, but it seems like Yusuke's educational policy was the best way to handle a competitive spirit like his. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's actually quite interesting. So I wonder, yeah, I'll retrain him. I thought I said retain. I was really quite confused. But yeah, interesting. So yeah, he definitely has too much confidence, even though, you know, he's probably doing really quite well, and he's gonna learn how to become someone of real importance. But isn't it just sad with Yuusuke? He seems, I mean, obviously he's, you know, raised Tomoe and Madoka, like brilliant people, and then, you know, he's just such a, I mean, just from, you know, how he talks, he really seems like a nice person. Oh my fucking god, I hate this mouse. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. And Mino had grown since then, polishing his skills and his senses. Yeah, nice. He became motivated and was capable enough to act as a squad leader in the Shirakaba Mountain and Village Seed incident just a few years ago. Alright, interesting. So that incident was a few years before this. This was 1970, this incident. He wasn't raised with a limited outlook, so he was able to achieve great successes through his unconventional thoughts and courage. Oh, that's brilliant, yeah.
前のは上昇志向が強い分意にそぐわないことに反発はするが、理解されない状況には孤独を感じるやつだった。
Mino had a strong tendency to stand up and oppose the things he didn't agree with, but he felt lonely in situations where he was misunderstood.
それをユウスケは
interesting.
分かっていたのだな。
Yeah, he definitely sounds like somebody that, you know, not only understands people, but, you know, really just tries to appeal to their good side, I'd assume. And Mino too had full confidence in the open-hearted Yuusuke. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Even after they stopped being boss and subordinates to one another, Mino never stopped addressing him as Minai-san and always spoke to him in honorific language. Yeah, that really just shows respect and how he has earned it. He really has. This is a really quite sweet song. He always listened to him and respected any comments and suggestions Yuusuke gave him. Yeah, that really is nice. And I mean, that definitely just shows a really, really good relationship. For a self-confident like Mino, that was a rare thing. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, obviously, because if he was really self-confident, he would just be, you know, so egotistical that he wouldn't really feel that he needs to listen to other people. But yeah, that's so good, yeah, because obviously having Yuusuke really, really just show him how other people are meant to be treated in the police force, that I could imagine that being really helpful. And obviously, you know, thinking that your own view and your own view on, for example, how I don't know, a battle should play out, it's not always the best one. Yeah, isn't that just horrible? I mean, he seriously has so much, like, he's lost here. I'm sorry, Minai-san. Mino continued to apologise, rubbing his head on the ground and crying non-stop. Oh my... Yeah, this is the second time I've seen him this deeply, and what was the first? Oh my god, yeah, interesting. So, arson, that's definitely told us that this was murder, but obviously, what was it? What else was it going to be? They were literally living in the city. Why would just a fire suddenly happen? It just sounds so weird. Yeah, the first was the night... Yeah, the first was the night of the fire at Yuusuke's house, or rather, I should say, the arson that claimed his... Oh my god, so he actually saw it. At first, nobody noticed the fierce rage he felt. In front of the other attendees at the funeral... Oh, Mino remained expressionless, just staring at the picture of the deceased on the stage. Nevertheless, after putting Minai's daughters to bed in another room and heading back to the hall to watch over the deceased in his final rest, along the way... It must be so hard, especially... Yeah, I mean, this person was so bloody important to Mino. I felt like I could hear somebody moaning from the woods and behind the garden, so I gently stepped down from the veranda and headed into the garden, and then... Oh, yeah, damn it. God, he has fucking fire in his veins. Oh my god. Yeah, whoever you are that targeted me last time, I swear I coup with my own 2 hands. Yeah, it's interesting he says that. I mean, yeah, I mean, that really is horrible. It's such a close relationship they had. Yeah. God, I really forgot how beautiful Testament was. It really is such a... It's just so soothing on the ears, really. So ambient and relaxing. But at the same time, it's so fucking painful as well. I mean, it really reflects the situation well, and it reflects the hopelessness of it as well. I think it really worked in Higurashi, you know, especially with the fiery situations of, you know, the entirety of Hinamizawa getting burnt. Sorry, Onigafuchi, but like still, point still applies. Yeah, Minor was pushing his forehead against a tree trunk, letting out a beastly roar filled with fingers and stuff. Yeah, understandable. The burning flames emanating from his sharp glare and the look on his face as he roared like that was like he was breathing fire was something I'll never forget. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, you don't normally see a person that obviously, you know, I mean, I'm sure he is a good person and everything, and the fact that he was able to get along with another nice person, Yuusuke, definitely shows that, you know, I'm sure he is quite a good one. Yeah, so it might just be so weird seeing a normally, you know, good person. I mean, it may be a little bit overconfident, but, well, I mean, he wouldn't have really been overconfident now because of, you know, Yuusuke just completely refining him. But, yeah. Just seeing a nice person. My point is, seeing a nice person in a state like that, it's fucking weird. And yeah, obviously, it's awful. Yeah, understandable. After that, Minor had become so absorbed in searching for the culprit that he... Jesus. That he forgot to even eat and so... Okay, oh my god, I get that Tomoe was... I mean, I don't really want to say that Tomoe was bad in terms of this, but at the same time, you know, let's just say she did it really quite obsessively. I mean, god, it's not even as bad as Tomoe. Yeah, but obviously Tomoe couldn't do this. I'm sure she would have if she could. Yeah, ever since an investigation... headquarters was established within public security. Even people who knew him in the past couldn't believe their eyes when the... Oh my god, yeah. I feel really bad. My interest is he's actually leading the case that's happening. I swear I won't hand this case over to anyone else. Yeah, understandable. I mean, he just had such a connection with Yuusuke that he feels that, you know, he has to solve this by himself. Minor went off to gather information on his own after declaring that without relying on the other investigator. Damn. My god, he really is affected. I mean, yeah, you can just really tell that he is affected just because, like, you know, he refuses to work with other people. He obviously, you know, only seeks help in, you know, what he can do himself. But at the same time, I think with situations like this, that is the worst thing to do. Even though he had several other cases he was investigating at the same time, he continued working like it was no burden at all. Jesus Christ. That's insane. How can you investigate more than one case at the same time? Fucking hell. That really is impressive. However, the primary mission of the public security is to protect national security and maintain public order. Oh, yeah, not to investigate the criminals behind murder cases. Oh, that's awful. So this, I don't know, his job description would actually not allow this to, you know, happen. And what's more, upper management doesn't take it kindly to field workers running on... Oh, no. I mean, yeah, running on an obsession like avenging their colleagues. So, finally, notice was passed down, transferring the manager of investigation headquarters to the 1st Investigation Division. Well, so he's the manager of... Wait, what? Huh? No way. The screams and shouts of the investigators who heard it were loud enough to shake the large conference room. Yeah, understandable, yeah. There was nothing I could do to comfort them, so I had no choice but to overbearingly cut them off and then take my leave. Nevertheless, the flames in their hearts didn't fade so easily. They continued to smoulder. Oh my god, yeah. Especially mine or the young investigators even appealed to upper management, yelling threateningly, and they were about to hit my office. That really is awful. I mean, obviously they have a friend and they have, you know, a position of a police officer, so they, you know, they really would want to be able to investigate the death, but at the same time, you know, their position isn't entirely, their occupation isn't entirely for you know, investigation. I mean, that must be so brutal, though. I mean, the temptation must be unreal. I mean, if I had that temptation at the level he did, I wouldn't be able to work. No way. I wouldn't be able to concentrate on anything else. My god, I mean, you can really just tell how determined the young investigators are to actually, you know, find Yuusuke's killer. I mean, my god, that really just shows, how much dedication these people actually had and, you know, how much of a service they feel that they should be doing for Yuusuke. It just really shows, you know, how many people cared for him. Yeah, god. Yeah, Commissioner Yamaoki, I can't accept this. Oh my god. Wait, hang on a second. So, something related to the Lowell scandal actually connects Kakiuchi Airport. Right, I really wonder what that could potentially be, because could that be smuggling? Could it be drugs or something like that? And it's definitely going to be something really, really bad, because obviously somebody's killed for it. Minae-san was investigating something connected to the Lowell scandal and was caught up in a fire right before he could make his report. God. Fucking hell. So he's obviously found something really big. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that means there's a high likelihood that he was killed in an organised plot related to that scandal. Yeah, I mean, that is fair enough, though, because obviously this is a massive, firstly, a massive organised crime that, you know, because it's in an organisation as big as Lowell's, it's not fucking safe, because that deals with the public through medicine, stuff like that, and, yeah. What else was I going to say? Like, I'm sorry, but I don't really get how it doesn't concern the public and how it shouldn't be something that, you know, public security should be investigating if this is a company that literally makes drugs that are manufactured to the public. I mean, if a company making drugs manufactured to the public also had, you know, a murder that had actually been taking place just because of information being leaked, fucking hell. I mean, why would anybody want to have pharmaceuticals off? Why would anybody want to buy pharmaceuticals off a company that murders to get their things? I mean, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, my god, he's so brave. He really is, and I think that definitely just shows how well Yuusuke has actually trained him.
確かにそうかもしれない。
Indeed, that may be so.
だが、現時点では不審火による火災事故との判断が。
Okay, there's somebody in the police that's actually been pulling the strings. There is no way. How the fuck was that an accident? And how can the first division determine that as well? I mean, you would have to have no information, no context whatsoever to be able to call it an accident. No way.
ということは、それを覆すことができるだけの証拠が見つからない限り、謀殺説を主張するわけにはいかん。
That's brutal. Thus, unless you can find enough evidence to overturn that decision, you can't claim it's part of some conspiracy.
ですから。
That's why.
その証拠を俺たちが絶対に探し出してみせます。
I'm certain we'll be able to find evidence of
お願い
that.
します。
So please,
理事官
Commissioner.
あと少しだけでいい。
Yeah, a little longer, just a little longer.
俺たちに捜査をやらせてください。
Let us continue our
お願いし
investigation.
ます。
I'm begging you. My god. Wow. I'm actually really quite surprised because obviously with Yamaki, he is like a brick wall when obviously things like this, you know, affect him. Yeah, the fact that he's even been convinced by this, that really just shows how brilliant he's done this. Even so, upper management never heard their wishes. Oh, and the conclusion the first division reached was based on testimony from firefighters. Unforeseen accidental fire. Oh, interesting. Yeah, but at the same time, if you're going to make an investigation based on the conclusions of firefighters that could potentially be wrong, and I mean in this case, of course it was wrong. Yeah, sparks from a faulty electrical socket caught a nearby curtain on fire, which was the initial source of the fire. Also, they say. No, but at the same time, you could so easily prepare something to actually cause that. And if anything, it does sound a little bit odd that the electrical circuit was faulty. And I mean, to be honest, it could genuinely be an accident, but at the same time, I think it's a lot more likely something has actually been pulled here. I mean, this just sounds, I don't know, is it me or this just has the words killer written on it? Like, seriously, it just really sounds like something, you know, somebody would do to frame an accident. But at the same time, that's the worst thing. We don't know if it could potentially be an accident. We don't really have enough info. Also, they say that's interesting. Yeah, really. That could potentially be. Oh, Maeno.
ありえない。ありえないでしょう
It's
が。
impossible. It's impossible.
そんな失火なら。なんで未来さんは焼け
Definitely.
死ぬまで
That
火
is
事に気
fair
づかなか
enough.
ったん
Yeah.
です。
Yeah, even if the fire was an accident, how can Minai-san burn to death without noticing? Definitely. I mean, I think even though he is a detective, detectives need sleep, and especially if, you know, he's really, really deep in sleep, it may be likely that this is just bad luck. But at the same, I mean, it was midnight, so it wouldn't be surprising if maybe he could have, you know, not actually been up. Sorry, maybe just doing a little bit of an all-nighter, something like that, or maybe just staying up later. It's not fully impossible. Oh yeah, definitely. It's just completely impossible. Yeah.
逃げた様子もなく寝室から遺体が発見されるなんて
Yeah, definitely.
絶対にありえませんよ
No, I agree. It's impossible to think the body would be found in the bedroom without showing any signs of attempting to escape. It is actually surprising that even though this was a murder, I'm convinced that it was a murder, by the way. But at the same time, like, it is surprising that maybe that would actually explain a lot. So maybe he, you know, his detective's intuition has actually woken him up, and obviously he's been able to try and escape. But at the same time, I think there's just been no escape. Genuinely, I think they've actually sealed off all of the ways he can actually escape just by, you know, conveniently timing, you know, the spread of the fire. But at the same time, it doesn't really make sense that, because it would be quite difficult to get into, you know, the Minai household. Just because you either have, you know, the mother there, and let's be honest, these times, I think I remember hearing something about, like, you know, housewife-related things being quite popular in, you know, 1980s in Japan. So, yeah, obviously there's probably going to be a woman at home, like, nearly 90% of the time. And then you're going to have, you know, the 2 kids as well, and you're obviously going to have Yuusuke potentially. Like, it would be really hard to break into the home, firstly without being seen, and secondly without being seen by any of those people. But maybe it's possible, I don't know. Maybe they had some, I don't know, some sort of device that when you throw it up, it somehow creates a fire, like a flamethrower or something like that. No, but a flamethrower would create a very big blast, I'd assume. Yes, it's really quite nuts to think, like, why would a detective have his own house, you know, entirely burn, and yet not being able to find it? It just makes no sense. No, yeah, indeed. Yeah. Of all my subordinates, Yuusuke was especially good at assessing the situation. Now that's interesting. I think they've really tried to prevent his escape just from that. If he's really good at assessing a situation, then either he was in a really deep sleep, or maybe, worst case scenario, he could have potentially been knocked out or something like that. But at the same time, why would he be at his bed? And secondly, why would he be, you know, unnoticed? That doesn't add up. Out of all subordinates, Yuusuke was especially good at assessing the situation. His technique of acting carefree while observing his target was, truly genius. Oh, interesting, that. Even when we went out drinking like usual on the way home, he happened to always notice, that one of the people we walked past had a pistol. God, even though they've drank, and let's be honest, I mean, you know, Yamaki, he likes to drink. I'm assuming Yuusuke would be the same. He was always alert and on guard. Yeah, that really is quite something. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. That is weird now that we think about it. I mean, how could he have slept through a fire without noticing it and burned to death? Needless to say, mine or didn't buy it either. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. When the investigation into the case of, into the cause of death was shut off by upper management, I was fully convinced. Oh yeah, that's interesting. If it was shut off by upper management, then obviously Lowell, yeah, they've got ties and they've got bribes. Some police like money, so yeah. The truth of the death of somebody that's been caused, you know, the death has obviously been caused by somebody in Lowell. Yeah, just because of that. Just because of company reputation, these people won't be able to find out the truth of how their friend died. I mean, the people who killed Yuusuke and his wife were probably putting pressure on them too. Yeah, definitely. In which case I wanted to at least have him declared killed in the line of duty. Oh my god, I know, it's not just him and all of the people that he's leaving behind, but, you know, fucking 2 people as well. 2 daughters as well. That are still growing up. Pension and severance allowances are provided for a deputy inspector in case of an accidental death when on duty. Oh, right. But even considering his years of service, I don't think that would amount to much. Meanwhile, somebody pronounced killed in the line of duty is automatically promoted 2 ranks and declared a superintendent. Wow. God, that's insane. So we would be a superintendent if he was actually killed in the line of duty. And obviously Yamogi's definitely being quite, selfless here. He doesn't want the money. He wants him to, be remembered. But yeah, I think if you wanted the money in a situation like this, you would be sick. You really would be. And on top of that, I mean, to be fair, he wouldn't even have much because, pensions not being that much. And on top of that, additional payments are prepared for the victim's bereaved family. Oh my god, yeah, good, yeah. It would have allowed the 2 of them to live comfortably. I mean, they have had a miserable time, but at least they haven't, for example, like, they have nobody to look after them, no parents. They could potentially spend it, I don't know, just living on the streets. That could be the worst case. Nevertheless, the personnel department insisted that he would not be classified as killed in the line of duty. What? Wait, hang on a second. So, because he's not been killed in the line of duty, according to the personnel department, what the fuck is going to happen with Madoka and Tomoe? Oh my god, that's awful. No, but at the same time, I mean, he wasn't objectively killed in the line of duty, but at the same time, if he was asleep, he wasn't killed in the line of duty. But at the same time, I think if he was trying to fight back, then maybe, because obviously his duty. No, but at the same time, even if he was asleep and he didn't notice the fire, then he still has been killed in the line of duty because it's the case that it's actually made these people. It's the case he's investigating that has actually made these people, turn on him and obviously want to kill him. I'd assume. I mean, I don't know. Wait, I completely misinterpreted. Oh my fucking god. I completely misinterpreted this. I thought, because I forgot that Yamaki wasn't a deputy inspector in this. He's a commissioner. Because obviously he hasn't changed the ranks yet. Yeah, that really is brutal. I clenched my teeth and squeezed my fist so tight my nails dug into my palms. Yeah, understandable. Yuusuke was acting on my orders, pursuing something that seemed to be connected to the Lowell incident. Oh, interesting. In fact, the very day after his death, I was scheduled to hear an interim report from him. Yeah, that's interesting. Obviously, this report would have potentially had things that could have exposed the entirety of, the secret operations going on behind Lowell, I'd assume. In other words, I can't help but think that the murder of the Minai couple was an attempt to obstruct that, masquerading as an accident. Yeah, definitely. No, what else could it be? No, I couldn't agree more, yeah. Yuusuke. No, I know. I mean, this enemy definitely has no regard for human life whatsoever. I mean, if they're literally going to kill human life just because of, one thing like that, it really just shows. Yeah, was the enemy you were pursuing that powerful? Yeah, if that's the case, what on earth can we do? That's a really good question. Yeah. How can we stand up to them? The justice of the police is absolute. We've stood up to dangerous situations and vicious criminals backed by that pride and belief. But if such an absolute, unshakable evil identity were to appear, what should we do? Yeah, and I mean, definitely, this identity will not hesitate. It will kill people. Yeah, look the other way. Nah, give up. Or... that's actually going to be really quite interesting. I wonder if they're going to be investigating it. But whenever we saw, like, you know, Tomoe talking to Yamauchi about the whole death of Yuusuke, he's always hidden everything. He's never really said anything about it. So I wonder if you know, this reinvestigation could have potentially gone wrong. Nothing would have worked. Yeah, investigation closed. Yeah, obviously because of the First Safety Division. Right, so it looks like lukewarm canned coffee is our next fragment. What a weird fragment name. Right, we're on page... Wait. Yeah. Wow, I wonder what this is going to be. No matter how many times I thought back on it, my anger never subsided. Oh, so it's minor. Understandable. After entering the break room, I made sure nobody else was inside, then slammed the personnel change letter in my hand down on the floor. It made no sound, just an empty response as it slid and danced along the floor before stopping at the front of the sofa a short distance away. What is this? What the hell are they saying? No, it is genuinely bullshit that these people have literally seen, and they have so much, you know, intuition to why this, you know, could potentially be a murder, and yet they're not allowed to investigate it. It's just insane. I couldn't understand the meaning of this. The transfer notice itself was messy and inconsistent, and the timing was far too abrupt. Yeah, it's actually quite interesting that he's been, you know, forced to be transferred. That really is horrible though, so I'm assuming somebody that's connected to Lowell has actually pulled the string so that he's been transferred, so that, you know, obviously him, out of, you know, passion, will be in an environment where he doesn't really have people that agree on, you know, that know anything about Yuusuke. As a result, there won't have people that have as much will to investigate him. And that really is horrible. And interesting that it's messy and inconsistent, so people really haven't, you know, cared when writing it. That's really quite sad. Just definitely shows the disorganisation, and yeah, abrupt timing interesting. Yeah, random circumstances, definitely. As a government official, I realised that personnel changes were something of a regular occurrence, but this particular appointment was completely unacceptable. Oh, interesting. I mean, personnel changes, they are definitely regular. We have seen quite a few, but yeah. Interesting. Wait, hang on a second, what? Why am I being sent to public relations? That's not what Yamauchi's doing, what? That can't be. No, that is not Yamauchi's doing, is it? Or maybe it could potentially be Yamauchi's doing, because you remember when Tomoe was sent to public relations, that was just simply because of, you know, the person that had actually tried to just make the worst out of the, you know, mistakes that she obviously did, you know, getting really quite mad at somebody in work just because of them being an arsehole to her, really. You know, saying rumours to her right in front of her. stuff like that. This may be considered of me to say, but ever since I was assigned to the career group, I was especially proud of my work in public security. Yeah. So I really wonder if because of that, Yamaoki has actually, you know, transferred him just so that, firstly, he doesn't get in trouble. Secondly, you know, his police station doesn't actually get in trouble. And thirdly, you know, he doesn't get in trouble himself for actually investigating, you know, cases of bereaved people. Instead of, you know, doing public security related work. Fighting against terrorist groups masquerading as citizens or citizens organisations. Yeah, now that's interesting. That really is a good way of putting it. Yeah, and false political groups that exist only to line up their own pockets. Yeah. Yeah, and even foreign intelligence agencies meddling with domestic policies from behind the scenes. God. There really are so many things. It's just really quite nice. All of them were tough assignments, and there was always risk of death involved within these investigations. Oh yeah, definitely. They must be really, really difficult. And they must require a lot. There was hardly any time off, and it even caused me to break up with the girlfriend I was dating before I was appointed here. God, that really is a shame. Yeah, I suppose it's not really as bad if he sees it as, you know, like a worthy sacrifice just because of how much he enjoys the work. But even so, I felt a sense of purpose towards the mission, that my duties were worthwhile. Yeah, fair enough. And I mean, yeah, objectively they are. That's why I accepted the total lack of free time and being buried in work until the moment I went to sleep, and yet... Yeah, no, I know! I mean, he loved this job so much, and he definitely had, you know, a really quite fun time, and obviously, you know, he felt that he was doing so much in his work, and he really felt value out of it. It's really quite awful that he's been transferred all of a sudden. Yeah, there's no danger, no creativity in it. Yeah, it's just feeding information to the press. Oh God, yeah, that's awful, yeah. Wow, what a do-nothing job. So I cried out. I couldn't help but shout, yeah, fair, but just then... Oh my God, that is bad timing. I love just how much he's, you know, completely bad-mouthed this, and then, you know, the chief right there. Right, I wonder what he's actually going to say there, because I wonder... And what does a spilled cup of lukewarm coffee? Is that what it's called? Like spilled... Oh, lukewarm canned coffee. Yeah, what the fuck does that have to do with it? Right, I really wonder what this could potentially be about. Yeah, as he said, my boss commissioning Yamaoki entered the room. That's actually going to be really good now, because he's going to ask, what the fuck has happened? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, then you'll notice the personnel change on the floor next to the sofa. Oh my God, that must not look the best. But at the same time, at least it shows its honest feelings, you know? Then you notice the personnel change letter on the floor next to the sofa. Picked it up and dusted it off, then handed it to me. Oh, is it a common practice to hand your personnel change letter over to your new boss? Yeah, defacing it or getting it dirty would call your abilities into question. Yeah, I mean, he probably should. Even though he hates the job, this is work. He needs to, you know, obviously get all of his grudges and forget about them, because obviously grudges will not get you promoted, sadly. Oh god, that must be really quite embarrassing though, yeah. I suppressed my... Yeah, my god, I suppressed my exploding anger as I snatched it from... Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. Even so, I failed to properly control my strength and got a little rough as I did. Yeah. I think it's really quite good that he's obviously not getting, you know, mad at the commissioner. He's just, you know, accepting his mistake. Yeah. Yamoki-san turned around and bought two cans of coffee from the nearby vending machine. Oh, that's quite nice. Then he said, here, as he tossed one my way. Oh, it's hot. Oh, so this is where it comes from. They're probably going to be discussing something here. Oh, it's hot. I got the can on instinct, but was surprised as soon as I felt the heat and nearly dropped. Oh god. Oh damn. That's brutal though, throwing somebody a really quite hot can of coffee and then expecting them to catch it. Yamoki-san watched me do so out of the corner of his eyes as he sat down off the sofa behind me. On the sofa behind me, pulled the tab and took a sip and then turned back towards me. That's actually really quite cool. So in Japan you can get canned coffee that literally is hot in the vending machine. That is so fucking cool. Yeah, this must be hard on you. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's really good that he's noticing this. Obviously. Yeah, what is personal affairs thinking? Did I do something wrong? Yeah. Come on, calm down. Just have a drink and cool off for now. Interesting, so he's not really telling him much. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. I can't drink something hot in this goddamn heat. Yep, well, 5 and 4 months actually. And then I'm probably going to be able to say the same thing. Oh my god, I'm not excited for some of this yet. Well, I am excited for my break, because my year is just GCSEs and then break for like 3 months until September. And that break, I really want to do a lot in that break. I'm fine. My god, yeah, he really just shows genuine anger here. Yeah, no care for whether this person is his boss or not. I slammed the can of coffee down on the table in front of Yamoki-san as I said that. He wasn't surprised at all though. He just rolled the can around in his hand and shrugged his shoulders. So you hate public relations then? Yeah, it's not a matter of likes and dislikes. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, I have a little confidence in my work for public security and I take pride in it. Yeah, definitely, he's not being overconfident, it's just, you know, being genuinely proud of doing work that is really quite, you know, praiseworthy. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, because I suppose you would need to feel sorry because, like, you know, public relations would mean, you know, feeding the mass media, let's just say. Yeah, he'd probably be able to see. I mean, in his public relations job, he'd probably be seeing, like, all of the bad things about, you know, officers and stuff like that and all the bad things that are actually happening that they're having to investigate. Of course he would feel sorry. Yeah. Plus, I'd rather take the lead and handle things on my own instead of feeling sorry for the subordinates who are put at risk in the line of duty. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, and yet moving on to a desk job at PR is relegating me to the posterior.
ほほう、広報に広報をかけたわけか。
Oh, further back in position is posterior. Right, and then... What else he got about? Relegating means just to, you know, get a position of less worth, really. Oh, PR and posterior, huh? Oh, yeah. I think, doesn't that sound exactly the same?
なかなかうまいダジャレだ
Some
な。
cute wordplay.
ほほう、広報に広報をかけたわけか。
Yeah,
なかなか
it
うま
literally sounds
い
exactly
ダジ
the
ャレ
same.
だな。
Yeah. Interesting, that, yeah. Yeah, but he's definitely not taking this as seriously as he should, Yamaoki. Yeah, I'm being serious here. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
茶化すつもりなら失礼します。
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, if you came here to make fun of me, I'm out. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. For the time being, I faintly bow my head and then turn around to find somewhere else to vent my anger. I should head out early today and... Oh, no you should not. Oh my god, that is a bad idea. And drown my sorrows in alcohol. God. I reached for the doorknob as I muttered that to myself, intending to leave the room. But then...
今の位置だと君は消される。
You'd have your current position erased.
状況を理解したまえ。
Hang on a second, what? Without even understanding the situation? Huh? When he called out of me in that low voice, I suddenly turned back and caught to my breath. Yeah, it's actually interesting, so I wonder if Yamaoki knows the truth about why he was actually, you know, just assigned to a different position. Yamaoki-san sipped at his coffee while silently pointing at the sofa in front of him, while with a look in his eyes clearly telling me to have a seat. Yeah, you were never going to escape. No way. I couldn't defy any order from my boss. Yeah, good. So I sat down as directed. Of course, I still didn't feel like drinking the coffee in front of me. Yeah, you don't have to do that.
消されるってどういう意味
Yeah,
です
what
か
do you mean by erased? It's really quite weird.
そのままの意味だ。
Yeah, exactly as it sounds.
最近内閣調査室の動きが妙に活
Oh,
発
okay,
でな。
that is interesting. Yeah, because Cyro was, you remember the thing that actually was happening in, what was it? You remember Kakeboshi? There was some sort of weird, you know, things about, I think it was somebody in a faction, I think it was like Okuno or something like that. You know, Okuno getting demoted, people from completely different factions taking, you know, rising above. I don't really know what significance that may have to this, but we're probably going to find out now because obviously this has got to be connected.
人づてに聞いた話だと、どうやら君の捜査線上の情報提供者に対して二重聞き込みを行っているとのことだった。
Other sources tell me that they're speaking to information sources from your investigation, performing a double inquiry.
同じ相手に同じ質問。そんな回りくどいことをしなくても、
that is weird.
我々に確かめれば済むだけな
Why
の
would you
に、
do? Why would you
わざ
genuinely
わ
make
ざ
things
非
harder?
効
I
率な
wonder.
やり方をしている。
No, that's probably because they don't want people like Yamaki to know. The top dogs, they don't want the top dogs to know, I'd assume. Yeah, interesting. And what's more, I work at public security is confidential. Yeah, that is actually really quite odd. So even, why would they want to know stuff that is completely confidential? Yeah, so in other words... Yeah, that's right. Yamaki-san gave me an immediate confirmation. Well, I wonder what's actually going to be... The CIRO is an institution acting under orders from the Prime Minister and other cabinet ministers that handles information gathering and investigation. Oh, right. Yeah. God, acting under the orders from Prime Ministers. Like, fucking hell. That really is... I mean, I think that just really shows the scale of importance, you know, on a national scale that they're actually dealing with. Is fucking insane. CRO is an institution... And it really is just quite significant that, you know, this has actually got the, you know, a thing directly related to the Prime Minister's intention. But obviously it would have... Sorry, intention? Attention, I mean. Because obviously it revolves around Lowell. Oh, interesting. In other words, the culprits of key witnesses I was pursuing were government officials. Yeah, that really is nuts. Yeah. And what's more, these were... Yeah, these are people in fairly high position. Oh god, these are definitely not people that you want to mess with whatsoever. No, but at the same time, this is the worst thing, because these people may be criminal. They can use their really high position just to, you know, make no investigation happen. Hold on.
確かに俺は公安という特性上やばい事件をいくつか抱えていますが、みんなそれぞれお偉方の命令で動いているものばかりですよ。
It's true that the public security has gotten involved in some dangerous situations, but we were all acting under orders from the big shots, right?
それなのに俺なんかを狙って一体どうするんです？
No, I agree, that is actually really quite odd, but I think it's because of the connection with Yuusuke. And yeah, why would they be focusing on somebody like me? Yeah, definitely, I mean, why?
お偉方に圧力をかけた方がよっぽど効率的じゃないですか。
No, I agree, yeah, wouldn't it be more effective to put that pressure on the big shots instead, like Yamaoki, for example?
確かに。君が今担当している事件には問題がなさそうだな。だが、君には心当たりがあるはずだ。数週間前に取った年休の日、どこに行っていたのかね。
What does this have to do with it, though? You went on vacation a few weeks ago. Where exactly was it that you went? I got flustered and tried not to make excuses, but after a quick glance at Yamaoki's sharp gaze, I immediately realized it was useless. Wait, hang on a second, I mean, he could not be hiding things, could he? He of all people probably already knew that what I was doing on my time off. Oh, yeah. I wonder what he was...
山沖さんに覗き趣味があるとは思いませんでしたよ。
Oh, Yamaoki-san, I didn't realize you made a hobby of snooping.
俺が女性だったらプライベートの侵害だって告訴しているところです。
God, that's actually... That's interesting. I mean, I think it obviously is for work-related reasons and for, you know, the current investigation they're doing. But at the same time, I do kind of get what he means. So, he has kind of been spied on, obviously, without his consent. I mean, who gets spied on with their consent? What a fucking stupid question. Like, anybody that has an Amazon Echo, for a start. Oh my god, I hate these glasses sometimes. I really need to get some. Dude, what even is wrong with my lenses? I swear to God. Just fucking get clean. No, I can't be asked. Even though they are not cleaning, I need to carry on. So I really want to work what the vacation location he actually vacation location. But yeah, what is the significance of that?
Minai 警部補の一件は捜査打ち切りとの命令が下っていたはずだ。
Oh god, wait, hang on a second. So is he being demoted because he hasn't actually, fulfilled this requirement? He should have been ordered to cease investigation into the duty inspector.
今のところ私の紫三寸で止まっているが、上に知られると厄介な
Oh,
ことになる。
interesting. Shit, so is that the reason he was fired? Just because he's actually refused to, stop investigating? I mean, god, that really is brutal. I've kept this to myself for now, but it would be problematic if the higher-ups learnt about it.
まして内調まで乗り出してきたとか。
Oh my god, yeah, definitely. I mean, fucking hell. If that is a government, filled organisation, then fucking hell, that really just shows that his investigation being continued without, obviously, permission or approval from anybody, it really is suffering. And I mean, obviously, if the government officials have actually noticed and enforced this to happen, then yeah, I mean, Yamaki was the person that actually, demoted him, but yeah. Hmm.
俺も未来さんの後を追って死ぬことになりかねない。
Oh my
ですか。
god. God, that would be.
なるほど。それで俺をほとぼりが冷めるまで辺境に飛ばしておこうと。
I see, so you want me to flee somewhere far away until things cool down? Oh, that's actually really quite interesting. I wonder. Yeah, because especially if CIRO, then really high people from Lowell will know about it.
お気遣いはありがたい限りですが、
Thank you for your
俺
concern,
だ
but
っ
I'm
て
just
刑事の
harmed with
端
it.
くれです。
Oh my god, you're still a human being. You need to value your
そ
life.
んな危険は重々承知の上で。
Yeah, I mean, that is... It's bravery, but at the same time, it is stupidity.
もっと頭を使いバカ者。
Oh my god, yeah. You really get Yamaki just completely destroying him. Use your head, you
お
idiot.
前は南の仇を討ちたいのか。
Do you want to avenge Minai or not? Oh, now that is interesting. Yeah, because obviously if... It's really quite weird. Like, both of the things would be done in this name, but would you think what would be more, avengeful? Like, finally really fulfilling the position that, has actually led. Well, I mean... fulfilling his career and work, and obviously fleeing from the investigation so he doesn't die, and making the best of the life that Minai has really started, or just hopelessly lose your life because of the same way Yuusuke did.
それとも撃つふりをしたいのか。どっちだ。
Jesus Christ. I mean, my god, that is fucking brutal. He really... I mean, you can just really tell how much, this sort of penetrates the heart, really, this situation, yeah.
No.
Oh my god, yeah, definitely. Just seeing somebody like that shout, that must be so scary. Being struck with that sharp, earnest attack, I couldn't help but freeze on the spot. Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh my god, yeah, the hot air that had me sweating just a moment ago receded immediately, and the anger and feeling that I was standing on a slope quickly disappeared. Yeah, funny that, just a complete fear. Minor.
お前は広報というものをバカにしすぎている。
You're looking down on public relations.
マスコミ向けに現場から出された資料をそのまま受け渡す文書係のように思っているのかもしれんが、
Interesting, you may think it makes you a glorified clerk handing documents over to the press, but you're making a huge mistake
お
there.
前をそこに行かせるのは遊
Oh,
ばせる
yeah,
ためで
yeah,
はない。
definitely, yeah. He was put there to do as much of a good job as he possibly could, and I mean, he's led investigations, of course he's going to be able to do a good job.
危険地帯から逃すためでもない。
Not even to keep you out of danger.
我々警察が権力に対抗するための力を築き上げるための
Yeah.
重要な任務をお前にさせようというの
That
だ。
is actually really quite interesting. I mean, I don't really see how... No, at the same time, that is fair enough. If you convince the press about the investigation revolving Yuusuke, then he could potentially get, permission to do the investigation again. You've been given an important mission to build up our strength in the police force to overcome authority.
もう少しその頭を働かせ
Yeah,
た
oh
ま
my
え。
god, it is brutal, but at the same time, I suppose... Yeah. To be honest, I don't really think he realised what Yamaki said, but
権
still...
力に対抗する
Yeah, the strength to overcome authority. That is surprising, but at the same time, the mass media is damn influential. Lowell appeal to the public. I mean, if anything, the whole reason they're such a scandalous company was just because, they've done stuff to the public, so obviously they're going to want to... They're not going to want their image to look worse if the public strike again. The public strike again, that's so cheesy. Yeah, I really like that Yamamoto's actually, really just exaggerating the, good qualities of the job.
そうだ。
Yes.
白樺山荘。
Oh yeah, do you remember the Shirakaba mountain villa?
ええもちろん
Yes, of course.
忘れるわけがないでしょ
My god. Yeah, how would he ever forget? And I think if he forgot that, he would have to have had some very bad memory loss. Yeah. That day, I was shot in the knee by one of the perpetrators, Takiguchi Kazunori. Even to this day, and I would... Oh my god. Fucking hell. I think you would definitely remember that then. Jesus, that's so surprising. Even to this day, I'm unable to sprint thanks to the wound I suffered back then. God. But truth be told, I should have died from Takiguchi's second shot. Wait, hang on a second, he shot again? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he would have had a second shot, but no, he didn't, because of Minai. Yeah, I was saved by my subordinate, who I considered a blood brother. Yeah, the now departed Deputy Inspector Minai.
あの事件は T 大学籠城事件の時と違ってセロンが我々に味方をした。
That case was different from the T University siege incident. We have public opinion on our
それは
side.
なぜかお前は理
Oh,
解
is
し
that
ている
because they've
か。
actually influenced the media?
そりゃじゃあなかったそれはもちろん犯人グループが武装して人質を取った上警官2名 そして民間人1名
I
を
mean,
射
that is fair
殺した
enough, but
か
I
ら
don't
でしょ
really think that's going to be the entire reason. Of course, the perpetrators were an armed criminal group that had taken hostages, and they even had shot 2 police officers and 1 civilian.
それ
right?
だけの凶悪犯罪を働けば大衆の支持を得られるはずがありませんよ
Yeah. There's no way to gain the support of the masses after committing such a heinous crime.
確かにそういう見解もできるだろ
Indeed, that's one way of looking at
う。
it.
だがもう一つ思い出したまえ。
But there's one thing more to
T
remember.
大学籠城事件の時も死者が出なかったとはいえ、警察と学生双方に
Oh my god.
重軽傷者が多数出た。
God, yeah. Though there were no deaths in the T University siege incident, there were many serious and minor injuries among both the students and the police. God, even the students, fucking hell.
にもかかわらず、セロンは学生たちを支持した。
Oh, nevertheless, public opinion remained in support of the students.
この違いは
Yeah, so where
ど
does
こ
it
にある？
No, I wonder. I wonder what the police could have done this time that would make getting the support easier. As soon as Yamamoki-san pointed that out, I could guess what he was getting at. Unlike the Tea University siege incident last year, MBD had intentionally set up a public relations officer to handle the press during the Shirakaba Mountain Villa incident. Oh, interesting. The commanding officer in charge of the raid was killed in the line of duty by sniper fire. God, so Yamamoki-san was temporarily placed in command, but his original role was to handle media correspondence. Interesting.
私はあの時広報の総責任者である警察庁の結城幕僚長と共に報道へと発信する情報の整理に努めた。
At the time, I worked with the General Manager of Public Relations and the MPS Chief of Staff, Yuusuke, striving to organise the information being sent to the press.
そして彼らには警察官が犯人の一人を射殺した事実よりも制圧作戦で殉職した警察官2名、そしてその家族に関して番組を編成するようマスコミ各社に要請したのだ。
That's actually really quite interesting, that. Yeah, and we asked the media companies to put together programming focusing on the families of the two officers that died in the line of duty. Yeah, rather than focusing on the criminal who was shot and killed by a police officer. Now that's interesting. Yeah, you only look at, the tragic effects of the police, not the ones that they've caused. Yeah. And obviously giving the families of, the dead officers time, that'll make people feel very sympathetic and thus will give more support. As a result, the police certainly do still receive criticism for taking inappropriate countermeasures against armed criminals. Yeah, definitely, but at the same time I think it... Yeah, interesting, because they would have just seen the effects of, what the criminal group has actually done, so as a result, their outrage would have increased. Interesting, but at the same time, the public outrage against the armed criminal group increased. Yeah, that's clever. And most viewers asked about the police shooting during the incident felt like that it was a justified act of self-defense. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah, and I really don't disagree with that. I mean, I would, but yeah, at the same time, there was a rule for no firing, so I don't know if you could, I don't know what you make of that, but I personally think it could be justified, and I'm actually quite surprised that it didn't. I mean, come on, man, this guy was going to shoot, and he had a literal gun pointed to his head like that. I mean, yeah. If you win the media over, you could potentially win the investigation off. Sorry, over. In that situation, the opposition was unable to speak about the police officer opening fire. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, so the topic was shelved as a future issue. Now that's actually really quite interesting, because there's so much attention on all of the things regarding regarding obviously the losses of the police officers and public getting outraged about what the criminals have done. Yeah, all the things that have been at fault with police have been justified, and secondly, they haven't really cared as much. Yeah. That's actually really quite interesting. Now that's how Minai-san got off with just a warning, wasn't it? Why? Wow. That really is quite insane. And there were other points.
連中は当初別行動をとっていたリーダー格の仲間と合流し、そのため人質になっていた管理人の妻を連れ出して 脱出を図る予定だった。
In the beginning, some of them were acting independently of their leader, and planning to escape by taking the landlord's wife hostage. God.
だが、その仲間がすでに逮捕されている事実を知り、断念した。
That obviously shows that the police, you know, they're a barrier and they scare criminals. That, I'd assume, I could imagine that improving the image of the police force. So what would have happened in the siege incident if the criminal group had never heard what happened to their comrades? Yeah, that is actually a really good question. I mean, obviously, the wife would have been taken hostage and maybe they would have never stopped. Maybe they would have never been arrested as well. Yeah, they'll probably steal a car or something and try to escape, banking us on prioritizing the life of the hostages. Oh my god, that was so fucking cool. The, you know, the way of actually getting the criminals in a more vulnerable position. I mean, literally getting a fucking wrecking ball from a crane. Interesting. At that point, they may have killed the hostages they'd taken to silence them. Yeah, interesting. In a worst case scenario like that, the reputation of the police would have plummeted. Oh yeah, definitely, because they wouldn't have actually been able to do anything to stop that. But without their leadership, they became anxious about the remainder of their plan, so they stopped. Yeah, they stopped thinking, definitely. Yeah, there may have been some conflict of opinions with the next in command, so they continued stepping back. Yeah, they didn't make any demands of the siege officers, and they couldn't even think of securing another escape route.
そしてテレビ画面に映し出された肉親の声、さらに世間の様子を見たことで、自分たちの行いに正当性が見出せないことを悟るようになっていた。
And then, when they heard the victims' immediate family members talking on the TV and saw the state of the outside world, they became increasingly aware that their actions were no longer justifiable. Yeah, definitely.
それがあったからこそ、連中は逮捕後の尋問に対して自供に応じる気になった。
interrogation. Oh, right. God, I'm actually really quite surprised about that. But at the same time, if they don't confess, then yeah, they're just going to get into this mess more and more than they already have, so they should.
あの事件の解決には報道の力が大きな役割を果たしたと言っても過言ではないだろう。
That's actually really quite interesting that even though the mass media, it can either be used as a weapon or it can be something, you know, that you have that weaponizes you or you weaponize yourself, basically. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my god, it is just really quite interesting that, like, you know, them hearing what's actually happened to their leaders has completely, you know, destroyed this. I mean, if they had true determination, they would have continued, and they would have tried to, you know, make the best of the situation that they could, but they don't, and that is really, really good. that's actually really quite funny. That, I mean, yeah. No escape route. They're hopeless whenever their, perfect plan is completely shattered. Yeah, that's actually really quite interesting. So the mass media, them hearing the mass media actually caused them to confess. Because obviously, no justification. They'll get less time in prison if they confess now. As opposed to if they're caught by force. Yeah.
確かにそうですね。
Indeed, that's certainly true. That wasn't taken into account during the T University incident. The press reporters and the photographers were just secured in a designated safe zone. Yeah, and thanks to that, their cameras only captured video of the students conducting heroic demonstration activities. So the reporters even described it as the dawn of a new era in their article. Of course they did. Yeah, well, the students are more safe than more heroic than the police. Yeah, on the other hand, the actions of the police, especially the riot police, were regarded as evil displays of power. So the general public criticised their repressive demeanour. Yamaki of all people recognised the power and the value of the mass media more than anyone. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
何分新しすぎる分野で今のままだと上層部の理解がついてこないだろう。
Obviously, beforehand, the other ranks would have never really been able to work with mass media that's happening live, because a lot of the media beforehand it would have taken a lot longer to actually be produced, but now it can happen so instantly. Obviously because of TV related things as well, but it's far too new a field, so you can't expect the upper ranks to understand it.
私自身それほど広報について詳しい知識や情報網があるわけでもないからね。
I myself don't have enough knowledge of or sufficient contacts when it comes to public relations.
だからこそ地道にそして確固たる足場を開拓して築いていかなければならない。
That's why we need to build a steady, solid foundation in that field.
責任は重大だ。そして遂行する能力も。
It's a big responsibility and demands a strong ability to act.
それでも左遷だとお前は思うか。
So do you still consider this post a demotion?
つまり、
Yeah.
山奥さん。
Because the thing is about this, it can completely win or lose an investigation, and he could potentially be one of the biggest, people that could potentially have an effect in an investigation. I mean, it may be a lose, obviously, the fact that he can't do direct investigations, but at the same time, he can benefit them so much.
俺にその先兵をやれと。そういうことですか。
In other words, Yamaki-san, you have me assigned here to spearhead that effort.
そうだ。
Yes. What does he mean by spearhead? Oh, lead. Right. Hmm.
君が南井君の敵として追う事件に限らず、これからの事件捜査においては、マスコミの存在は毒にも薬にもなるものだ。
You're here because the mass media will inevitably be both beneficial and detrimental in future investigations. Oh yeah. It really will be.
その動きと流れを掌握するためにも、我々は独自の専門機関を築き上げておかなくてはならない。内閣の連中は内調。
Yeah, interesting. Cabinet members have Syra.
自衛隊は陸幕2課。
The self-defense force have the ground staff office.
そして我々警察は広報室というわけだ。
Yeah. and we the police have the public relations office. Yeah, and it's genuinely one of the biggest things. I mean, the public relations office literally, you know, the mass media is such a big part of, you know, how investigations are perceived by the public, and thus how much support they will get from, you know, people in general. So, yeah, it's really fucking good. I see. Yeah, so is it really a demotion? Is it really? And I think it is actually really quite good that, you know, he's really misunderstood this work, but because of having a good boss, you know, he's been able to realise, you know, the true potential he has here. I felt a tremble of elation run through my whole body, then rub my arms. Yeah, brilliant. The disappointment and discourage that had been lingering in my heart until a moment ago were nowhere to be found. Yeah, in his heart, he truly felt those things. Yeah. They really need to get to a point where, you know, the police relations, the public relations office actually has so much support from the mass media that, you know, they will always have a point of view that, you know, will be listened to the public and they won't be doubted, and obviously will be able to win the public over whenever they need to. All that retained was a sense of purpose for the new mission I'd been entrusted with. Oh yeah, fair.
やりますよ、山沖さん。
Yeah. I'll do it, Yamaoki-san. Oh my god, we got this song. Oh, let's fucking go.
俺はきっとあなたの期待に応えてみせます。
I'll do all I can to live up to your expectations. That's brilliant. Wow. I mean, my god, I think that was definitely a change of action. That was definitely a fucking change of heart since, you know, the beginning of this. I mean, holy shit. Yeah. If we could get the power of the press in our hands, we'd even have the power to oppose heads of government. Yeah, because image is everything for these people. Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And this could be the key to beginning to, you know, investigate the truth behind Tomoe's father's death. It might even be enough to get the ball rolling to avenge Minai-san. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I thought about that, all the troubles and hardships I've been facing from now on seemed completely painless. Oh, brilliant. I fucking love this song. I'm not even embarrassed about partying to this. Or at least, that is in my movements. I'm still going. This is just instinct at this point. Dead settled. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Now that would actually be really quite interesting. By the way, now I find that really quite interesting. Tomoe being assigned to public relations officer. I mean, obviously, this message was never conveyed to her, but I think that was the subtle intention to obviously get, you know, a brilliant woman like her with not only a career opportunity advance advancement opportunity, but also to, you know, potentially get the mass media into such a good position that they may be able to use it as a weapon to avenge Yuusuke with. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, that's brilliant. I won't say decades. No way. But at the same time, the fact that, you know, the investigation still wasn't solved with Tomoe there, I think maybe disproved.
10年以内に俺はきっとものにしてみせます。
Yeah, I'm sure it would take 10 years at most.
その時にはいろいろと無理難題を持っていくつもりなので、
definitely.
どうかよろしく頼みます。
Yeah, I'm sure there will be a lot of difficult challenges in that time, so I'll be counting on you. As I said that. Oh my god, that's so funny. So even though it's so fucking hot, and you know, obviously he didn't want to drink it at first, but now he has. Now that is a sign of character development. I love that I'm still dancing to this song. God, I need help. With a fearless feeling in my heart. Oh yeah, definitely. He smiled softly back at me and then picked up his nearly empty can and clanked it into mine. The whole coffee had already completely cooled off. Yeah, but my entire body was filled with burning heat. Oh my god, that was so fucking cool. Yeah, now that is actually going to be really quite interesting to see how, you know, the mass media is actually going to change the investigation. Oh my god, that was seriously cool though. Just, you know, seeing everything there. And obviously seeing, you know, the real change of heart with Myanmar. I mean, that is a really quite funny thing about Yamaki. He knows how to fucking change people. He really does. So, yeah, that was a really quite cool story. That's got to be one of the best ones we've seen so far. So, yeah, what have we got next? Oh, resignation notice. Alright, so we've already read this one. Right, I'm just getting a little bit of a perspective on which one we're going to do next. So Fragment 16. Right, so it looks like we're going to do this one next. Right, I'm going to take a little bit of a break firstly. Oh, yes, I really wonder who's actually going to be resigning here. I mean, obviously it's going to be, what's this? Oh my god. Something minor. Yeah, minor. I can't believe it. Why did I forget that? It was just in my head, and yeah, I forgot it. That's kind of sad, but okay. Yeah, that's actually really quite interesting because minor, now from this encouragement from Yamaki, he is going to be brilliant, I'm sure of it. And he has this dedication to, you know, obviously build up so that he can get to a point where he can avenge Yuusuke, and I so hope he can do it. But at the same time, I wonder if it's going to be negative or positive. Who knows? Who knows? Genuinely. Oh my god. Yamaki knows how to change people, seriously. He is such a fucking good role model. And he's genuinely such a good commander, person, and just overall, you know, police officer, really. It really is amazing. Right, I'm going to take a little break now and... Oh, it's Tomoe. Oh, but that's probably resignation regarding her position in, you know, the athlete-related things. Oh, this is going to be interesting. But yeah, obviously I'm going to take a little break beforehand. Right, okay, I'm back now. So, yeah, let's see what this fragment is about. I forgot what it was actually called. Resignation notice. Oh, okay, this is going to be really quite interesting. So, let's see what this is. Yeah, so it looks like she's actually resigning from her athletics pitch. I'm not entirely sure though. I turned back and looked at the big clock near the roof of the school building. It was nearly 6 p.m. God, long past time to go home. Oh, yeah. Of course, nobody is doing regular club activities right before exams. Oh, no way. unless people don't really care about studying, but at the same time, this is Japan. Who does not care about studying? I swear. Or at least that's the impression I kind of get from a lot of these schools. I turned back and looked at the field. I made sure nobody else was around, then shrugged my shoulders and smiled. Yeah, my shadow was stretched long and thin along the ground and somewhat vague. Yeah, I should be used to this scenery. It's what it always looks like right before I leave school, and yet it felt strange.
Oi! Minai!
Hey, Minai. Oh, it's Tsukada. I turned back towards the voice calling out for me. There was no need to even check who it was. Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. I recognised immediately that the voice came from my upperclassman.
お疲
Yeah,
れ様で
interesting.
す、塚田先輩。
Nice work, Tsukada-senpai.
ロードワークからの戻りですか？
Back after jogging?
大会近いと大変ですね。
Yeah, it must be. Tough when we're so close to a competition.
お前は
Yeah, what about you?
図書館で勉強です。
Alright, I was studying at the library.
中間ちょっとミスっちゃったから期末で挽回しないと。
Oh, yeah, I had some trouble in the midterms, so I need to recover by the end of the term. Oh, God, that's a nightmare, yeah. I really can't hate it. I can't hate it. That's not what I meant to say at all. I meant to say I really, really hate it whenever you, just have some things you can't understand, and then obviously, instead of learning them, you just leave it until the last minute, and then the only time you have to learn for it is before your exams, and that's always something you should never do, by the way. Yeah, my god, I really wonder why she's actually missed out midterm. I kind of get the impression that, potentially the thing of her parents has actually happened and, the fucking fire has happened. I really wouldn't be surprised if that's... And also Madoka having to care for her. Wouldn't be surprised if that's actually the things that have, made her unable to come to school. Interesting, so this is the time before Tsukada was actually Tomoe's boyfriend.
嘘つけよ。
You liar? Oh. Seriously? Oh, having unconsciously been looking away, I rose my eyes upon hearing that and then looked back at Tsukada-senpai. Oh. Oh my god, yeah, understandable. So she hasn't actually been studying at the library. That was just a cover story. He seemed angry, but also sad. It looked like he was deeply worried about me.
先輩。
Senpai?
聞いたぞ。矢部から。
Oh god, yeah, I heard from Yabe.
お前、陸上部辞めるんだって。
Oh, you're quitting for the track team. Yeah, my god, she's probably going to do that just so she can fully focus on her studying and also, I can't remember exactly why she did it, but so she can focus on studying and carry from Madoka. Well, yeah. Yeah. I scratched my cheek and answered with a bitter smile on my face. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, you should probably say that so that, Tsukada doesn't obviously get annoyed and, potentially lose the friendship that they have. The truth is, I decided I would tell everyone about that after school tomorrow. So I didn't want to run into any of my peers who were doing club activities. Oh yeah, and intentionally killed time in the library to wait until later to head home. Oh, she was actually telling the truth, right? But it seems that was a completely wasted effort. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh my god, that must be really quite awkward.
お前のことだ。いい加減な考えで決めたわけじゃないと
Oh
分かってる。
no. I'm sure you didn't come to this decision lightly.
だけど、もう少し考えてみないか。
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. He obviously really wants Tomoe to be in the team, but could you just give it a little more thought?
別にそこまで急ぐことではないはずだ。
Yeah, there's no need to be so
大
hasty.
会まであと少しじゃないか。
Oh yeah, they literally have a competition to be doing and just so close to the competition, and yet she's quitting. It just seems really quite odd, but yeah.
矢部先生にも同じことを言われましたよ。
Yabe sensei told me the
だ
same
け
thing.
ど、もう決めたんです。
Yeah, but I've already decided.
今月で陸上部やめます。
As of this month, I'm quitting the track team. Minai.
いろいろとありがとうございました、塚田先輩。
Thanks for everything to Kada
イン
senpai.
ハイの記録更新の約束、破ってすみません。
Oh my god, yeah, it's just really quite interesting. Like, she literally, I remember something about, her becoming a potential like athlete that I don't know could really, really score high and just really perform highly. So it's just really quite something. I mean, yeah, I forgot about this, but she is losing so much by deciding to do this. But yeah, I think it's just really nice that, you know, she has actually decided this, and the future she's actually decided to pursue has gone out right. And let's be honest, I think her future that she's got, you know, from quitting this, obviously was a lot better than the future she would have got otherwise. I bowed down as I said that to shake off all the thoughts running through my head. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. Even until the end I wanted to go to that competition. Yeah, no, it's just really quite sad because she genuinely wants to do this. It is just sad that, you know, this, you know, horrible incident with her parents has obviously caused all of her ambitions to completely change. Oh, but if I participated, there'd be a lot of curiosity from the audience and interviewers awaiting me, and commotion could be a nuisance for the other contestants. Tragic athlete. Oh my god, yeah, that would be awful. Overcoming sadness while aiming for new records. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. To be blunt, it hardly felt like they cared. It even came across as malicious. Wait, hang on a second, I was under the impression she was saying this could potentially be, you know, what would happen if, you know, she would be going to these really high competitions. Has this actually happened to her? Oh god. Even if it's eye-catching, it would bring me no joy to attract interest from something outside the competition. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, actually. And it's not only that, it's a really sensitive, you know, topic, so if anybody asked about it, that would just bring back awful memories, awful experiences and stuff like that, you know. It really wouldn't be something she'd want to relive. So I decided here and now, it's definitely not right for me to make the other contestants uncomfortable with my lingering regrets while they're so passionately focusing on the competition. God, that really is quite interesting. So, because of Tomoe actually, you know, just having such a tragic past and obviously having such tragic events happening in her lifetime, and obviously just because she doesn't want to actually, firstly because of her home situation, and secondly because of the fact that she doesn't want to, you know, have everybody, you know, have her as the centre of attention, really, and obviously not wanting to cause any inconvenience to the other contestants. I mean, that is the whole reason she quit. It's insane. It really is just quite nuts how selfless she is. Hmm.
去年のインハイが先輩と一緒に行った最初で最後になっちゃいましたね。
Yeah, last year's Inter High was the first and now the last time we'll be competing together.
今年は男子の団体リレーも女子のトラック競技も厳しいみたいだし、ひょっとしたら先輩お一人での遠征になるかもしれませんが、
It may seem the boys
頑張っ
relay.
てください。
It seems the boys relay and the girls track competition will be tough this year, so you might have a hard time handling it on your own. But please do your best.
私応援していますから。それじゃあ私はこれで。
Alright, I need to get going.
練習邪魔してすみませんでした。
Yeah, sorry to disturb you during practice. I gave Takada Senpai the brightest smile I could muster, then bit my lip as I turned around and headed towards the school gate. Yeah, I'm sorry for not being more courteous, but please try to understand. Today was painful enough for me just turning down the guidance counsellor. If you two try to stop me from quitting while I'm in a state like this, Oh, yeah, I'm sure I'll lose my resolve. Oh, yeah, fair enough. You don't really want to see her. Yeah, that's fair enough, yeah. She doesn't really want to snap out in front of any of those people. Interesting, a guidance counsellor. Of course, he's actually had somebody that's, you know, deliberately tried to, you know, not really force her, but just really convince her and obviously really inform her of what she would be missing out on if she actually stopped. But yeah, that must have been really quite difficult. So now, at least for today, let me be alone. Minai. Oh shit, yeah, he's obviously not gonna stop because of how important, you know, she is to him. Wow, I wonder what this is gonna be.
There's
nobody else on the track team around. So
けよ。
while you're here, why not go for the jump? Oh, that is actually really quite interesting. Yeah, looking back, Takada-senpai had a friendly smile on his face and was pointing to the high jump that was set in the place a short distance away. It is just really quite a shame. Like, she has such a talent for stuff like that. And yeah, she's just going to completely abandon it now. I mean, obviously because she has to, but at the same time, it's just really quite a waste. But yeah, it's her decision, so yeah, of course. The coach bought a new one, the club expensive, saying it was in celebration of me reaching, Jesus fucking Christ, the national championship last year. That's ridiculous. That really is. I saw it at the time and kept on jumping, not just during morning practice, but even during lunch break. Oh my god. Yeah, that must be so fun. Like, just you know, having such a fucking brilliant ability that you can actually do it throughout the entirety of your lunch break. Oh my god.
でももう時間が
Yeah, but it's getting late.
記録更新のために1年間ずっと頑張ってきたんだろ。
Yeah, you worked hard for a whole year to break records, didn't you?
その宿題くらいちゃんとやり遂げていけ。
Yeah, it's actually really quite interesting. What Takada's trying to do is, you know, just making her really see how much she's going to be losing just by, you know, getting her to demonstrate her talent to herself. Yeah, consider this your homework and give it a proper attempt.
俺が見届けてやるから。
I'll be here to act as your witness. I'm sure of it. He really wanted me to say something else. Don't quit. Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's do our best together for one more year. Yeah, even if he didn't explicitly say it, the look in Sakada-senpai's eyes conveyed that to me. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously he really likes Tomoe's company, and secondly, like, you know, they really form a good team. But he dared not say it because he knew the circumstance. Oh my god, yeah, understandable. That's good. yeah, always believing that people could only be saved with compassion and mercy. That was the kind of person Takada Asano was. This theme is just... I will never get over how beautiful this theme is. Seriously, it's so well done. Interesting. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, thanks to his compassion, my heart suddenly started feeling heated. Yeah, understandable. Yeah, right as tears were about to come spilling out, I looked out the sky. You can get changed. I still have the key to the club room. Oh, right. Okay. God, this must be so hard for her. Yeah, I mean, this must be especially awful, just like, you know, her doing this against her own will, obviously. Like, she would normally want to have, you know, just stuck in this thing, but at the same time, like, yeah, just sort of really seeing how much you're going to lose. And, you know, doing, I suppose, one last thing regarding, you know, related to the track team. Oh, what's this going to be? When I changed into my uniform and came back to the track field, the high jump bar was already set in place. All set up, Minai. This is how it works, right?
Hi.
Yes. Gently gazing at the tick marks beside the pole, I suddenly went numb. The bar was set 1 centimetre higher than my personal best. Oh my god. Oh, that is really interesting. Takada's really trying to push Tomoe. I mean, this could go so wrong, but at the same time, maybe there is just a chance she's going to beat her PB, but that's so unlikely, though. I mean, seriously. Yeah, the bar was set 1 centimetre higher than my personal best from when I won at the National Athletic Meet last year. Jesus. He remembered. Oh my god, that's so surprising. Yeah, he remembered the exact PB though, wow. Although up until now I'd never actually managed to successfully jump this height. Oh. Oh yeah, the coach would never let me jump it, saying my form becomes clumsy when I'm overly focusing. Oh, that's really nice of Takada to actually, like, you know, make her able to jump the last, you know, the one that she never was allowed to do so on her last go. Yeah, but now the ban had been lifted. Oh yeah, definitely, because she's not going to be in the club anymore. Yeah, I'll never have to worry about my form getting worse. Yeah, go on, jump. Oh my god, I really wonder if she's actually going to be able to beat her, you know, previous best score. Then Takada Senpai adjusted the bar on the poles and turned to me. It's almost closing time. Oh yeah, they need to do this quickly, I suppose. Yeah, the chime will probably ring out by the time I've made a single jump, signalling the remaining students to leave. God, school closing at 6 PM though. I mean, I'd assume the school library is what's actually being, you know, used to study here. But yeah. Oh, I wonder what she's thinking. I nodded to my senpai and then lined myself up with the line on the ground. Oh my god, I wonder if she's actually going to be able to do this. And then I lightly inhaled and then exhaled. At the same moment I inhaled again. And I pushed on my feet and broke into a run. Oh, she can probably run so fucking fast. I mean, seriously, I don't even want to imagine it. This music is quite sweet. It's really quite nice, actually. Oh my god, I wonder if she's going to do this. I ran into a bow-shaped curve, gradually approaching the bar with light steps. And the moment I reached maximum speed, when I saw the shadow of the bar right beside me, I kicked on the ground and jumped back first. Oh my god, nice. Shit, I wonder if she's actually going to be able to do this. I mean, she's either not and is going to, let's be honest, potentially be really badly injured, or maybe she will. Who knows? My body soared high in the air as I gazed up at the dazzling sky. Yeah. Almost on instinct, I flipped back with my legs up in the air. My god. That's amazing. I mean, back, you know, high jump involving your back and just jumping really fucking high is amazing. It seriously is. Because, yeah, I mean, this is flipping mid-air. Almost on instinct. I think that... What the fuck? Oh my god, in that moment of weightlessness, I sensed the sound of the bar lightly shaking before I landed on the soft mat below me. Oh, so because of the bar lightly shaking, she hasn't actually been able to, you know, do it without hitting the bar, but at the same time, she's jumped over it. I mean, my god. I turned and stared at the bar. It was faintly quivering to and fro, but in the end, it was still on the pole, standing still. Yeah. Oh my god. The next moment, I heard Takada Senpai cheering. You did it, Minai. God, that's insane. A new personal record. Yeah, just... luck just had to have it, so... This happened the second she, the second she was going to finish. Oh my god. That's just so unfortunate. I mean, yeah, just how much potential she has really is outlined here. I mean, you can get a personal best without even practicing beforehand. I mean, that really is nuts. Like, it's first try. It's a first attempt personal best, as opposed to, like, I don't know, after like 10 attempts or something like that. But that's, you need to be able to do that if you want to, you know, thrive in the athletic related things. But nah, not for me. God, that's so nuts though. That really is.
Hi.
Oh yeah, I was delighted. And for a while I just laid there motionless on the mat with my arms and legs spread wide. Yeah, I understand. Well, this feeling, this joy, is something I'll never forget. Yeah, fair. Oh god, yeah, I held back the tears welling up inside me while carefully reflecting on that thought. Yeah, god, that was sweet, but at the same time it really was quite painful. I mean, just, yeah, seeing just how much he's going to lose. I mean, I'm assuming that club is a really quite nice club and, you know, really quite fun and friendly environment, and, you know, she's just going to forcibly, you know, go away from it, really. So, fragment 21. Yeah, Minai Madoka. Right, I wonder what this is going to be.
すみませんでした。
Wait, what the fuck? Hang on a second, what is happening here? Right, before we actually read at this, I just want to... I'm so sorry. So what the fuck has happened here? Like, genuinely, why is she in some sort of interrogation room? I'm so sorry.
本当にご迷惑をおかけしました。
Thank you so much for your patience. Oh. Oh, interesting. My sister was bowing over and over beside me, bowing so far down. Her waist was likely just now. What the fuck has happened? What? It was a sight I've seen dozens of times before. Yeah, interesting. I mean, that just really shows how desperate, you know, Tomoe is to keep Madoka by her side. Yeah, when I saw that, I reluctantly followed suit and said I'm terribly sorry with a sulky look on my face.
もうこんなことは絶対にさせませんの
Oh
で。
my god, yeah. Are you sure this never happens again? Please, please,
どうか今回のことは寛大な処分をお願いします。
please be so kind as to overlook it just this once.
絶対ってね。これであなたの妹さんもう3度目だよ。
Oh, right. Oh, because her sister actually being her sister. It's not bringing sister to the workplace, obviously, because it's a youth division. Yeah, but never again. Isn't this the third time your little sister has been? Oh God. Yeah, she really needs to be careful. Fuck.
仏の顔も3度までって言うし、さすがに
Even
ね。
a saint only has so much patience. Oh, that's really bad. Fuck.
申し訳ありません。
I'm so sorry. Really, there's no excuse
誠
for
に
it.
申し訳ありません。
Yeah. My god. She really is desperate. So, yeah, it's actually really quite interesting. I'm quite surprised that, you know, this could have potentially made her lose her job, but at the same time, I really wonder why Madoka's actually here. Is it because she doesn't really feel like being at home, or... I don't know. I mean, my god, I don't even want to imagine, like, you know, what Madoka's going through. Of course, she would potentially need to get away from it, and, you know, just the feeling, all of the things that Tomoe is going through, they're going to be so much worse than Madoka because of her being younger.
It's
It's all my fault for not providing adequate supervision.
今度こそ私が責任を持って反省させますので。
Shit, man, this could potentially mean, you know, her getting in trouble. I'll take responsibility and reflect on this in the future. So please, even in the face of those hateful words from that middle-aged police officer, my sister kept apologising over and over in a tearful voice. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, and I find it really quite interesting that Madoka's just, you know, watching. Wonder why she's actually here. Nevertheless, the officer looked back and forth between the two of us with a pompous look on his greasy face. Oh, interesting. This person must not be very nice, yeah. But he was enjoying that my sister couldn't say. Oh, God. Yeah. The worst kind of officer. Oh, yeah, definitely. The one that, you know, they will just... I mean, these people were just so high up that they don't even... If somebody is lower than you, and, you know, obviously they're in a really stressful situation, instead of listening to them and caring and, you know, seeing their point of view and actually, you know, even if she isn't favoured, like providing an adequate reason and stuff like that. Yeah. This isn't the... Well, what I'm trying to say is this is not the type of person that would obviously be good for developing healthy work-related things. I wonder how old Madoka is here. I mean, obviously Tomoe is old enough to get a job. She's left school. Although I didn't have to be told to know who the actual worst one in the room was. That's why I struggled to keep the resentment from showing on my face and maintain my docile attitude. Yeah.
バイクの後ろに乗せてもらっただけじゃん。
Oh, still, all I did was ride on the back of a
な
motorcycle.
んでここまで怒られなきゃいけないのさ。
Yeah, why do they have to get so angry about it? Yeah, I mean, I suppose she is riding on police equipment, but yeah, school was really boring, so I left. Oh. Oh, and on the way home I ran into some older friends who were now in a motorcycle gang. Oh, and they gave me a ride home, that was all. Oh. That's actually really quite surprising. So it's not like I was planning to act like a hooligan or go out for a night on the town. So it was totally unfair for them to treat me like a delinquent when they apprehended me. Oh, right, interesting. Because she literally left school. My god, that is really bad. Yeah, but at the same time, I think this incident really has just made her priorities completely go out of the roof. I mean, it's only normal. Interesting, so...
切って点数稼ぐことしか考えてないくせにさ。
They're only thinking about earning points by giving out tickets. Yeah,
そん
fair
なに
enough.
楽し
Yeah.
いかね。
Yeah, what's so fun about bullying in the
い
witch?
じめが。
Oh my god. I mean, we're not even going to go into the fact that, you know, you potentially have broken parking law, but yeah, it's fine, man. That's actually really quite interesting. So the police have apprehended her and treated her like a delinquent, I'd assume. Oh my god. Yeah, that is a bad thing to ask.
子供が遊び回ってるのに無責任というか、結構な身分だな。
Yeah, this person was an asshole beforehand, but oh my god, this is going to be really bad because obviously Madoka's going to react really badly. Tomoe as well. Yeah, interesting. So this person's just really... I mean, obviously, I thought at first it was just because Tomoe had actually brought her to the station because she had nowhere else to go. But no, it's because, you know, she was getting in trouble and she had some parking tickets and, you know... They were treating her like a delinquent, so obviously she got way worse punishment for what she did than it actually deserved.
Have you
gotten in touch with them? Yeah, this is not your Higurashi, you can't do that.
いえ、実はうち、私の他に
No,
は
actually,
祖
we
母
should
だ
live
け
with
で。
our grandmother.
あ？いないのかね？両方とも？
No. Oh, so you don't have parents?
親がいないのをいいことに、子供は非行も好き放題。
Children without parents are more likely to turn to
とん
delinquency.
でもない家庭だな。
You are horrible, holy shit. You really are fucking awful.
んだと。
Oh no. Yeah, because obviously Madoka is now annoyed. Oh shit, what did you say?
まあまあ、その辺でいいじゃないですか。
Yeah, but you really think Madoka is going to stop? Oh my, that's enough of that. I was enraged by his coolest words, and just as I leaned forward to say something, a female police officer nearby walked over and whispered something in the middle-aged man's ear. A faintly dissatisfied look floated to his face as he heard it, but within a moment it changed to a slightly surprised expression.
それは本当ですか？
Is that really true?
ええ、間違いないです。
Yes, no doubt about it.
さっき人事課に問い合わせましたから。
Oh, I asked the personal affairs department about it earlier. About what?
とにかく気をつけるように。
Oh, interesting. The policeman spat out a sharp parting remark with a hard-to-describe look on his face, then left the room. That's interesting. This police officer that's, you know, the female police officer has actually, you know, said something that obviously has, you know, is that really true? Of course it's, you know, talking about the fire and the true circumstances of the death. Yeah, good thing that he had the decency to, you know, go. I mean, this person is disgusting. This policeman spat out a sharp parting remark with a hard-to-describe look on his face, then left the room. Yeah. Oh, and then the female police officer responded like somebody who understood the situation, then said just this once while tearing up the incident report and tossing it away.
飛行といってもグループに入っていたわけではなさそうですしね。
Yeah, definitely. Even if it was just... Wait, hang on a second. So, oh my god. Yeah, she's literally been taken to the station, even though she's just been, you know, seen with people that have motorcycles, and obviously these people could potentially be delinquents, but at the same time she's not. She's just she's just asking to get a ride home. That really is quite a shame, yeah. Even if it was juvenile delinquency, it doesn't seem like you were in a gang.
今日のところは学校には知らせず、我々だけの懐に収めておきましょう。
Damn. I won't tell the school about today, so let's just keep all this to ourselves. Thank you very much.
ありがとうございます。
Oh, damn. Yeah, Tomoe definitely sounds really fucking happy about this. I mean, obviously, school's very important for Tomoe. She can't have anything, you know, hinder her education, but like, God. Interesting, the Madoka's actually been here 3 times beforehand, though. My sister happily bowed down in gratitude when she heard that. Yeah, so interesting. You just see Tomoe really... It's just really quite sad for Madoka. I mean, obviously, Madoka's just living her life, whereas Tomoe is desperately trying to make it so that she can actually live her life. Yeah. But I, on the other hand, couldn't feel any gratitude for that show of kindness. Interesting. Even if she told the school, I'd be fine with it. No matter how bad your behaviour is, they won't throw you out of school during compulsory education. Yeah, no, I disagree, but at the same time I think it's very unlikely for them to throw you out. Yeah, unless you're moving onto a public university, internal school records don't make much of a difference. Yeah, interesting. I suppose so, but at the same time it's still better to have good ones than not. So no matter what my teachers and classmates might think of me, I don't really care. Oh, interesting. I really wonder if, you know, she probably takes out all of her worries on people that are actually in the school. Classmates. Scoffed at them to myself, not letting it show on the outside. I missed an entire year of school. What the fuck? Oh, so all of my classmates were a year younger than me. Oh, interesting. So she's not actually got, unless to say she hasn't missed all of year 9 and now goes to year 10. No, she's missed all of year 9, so she has to repeat her. You know, damn. So she has to actually repeat the years she missed. God, that must be really weird. Yeah, interesting. Oh my god, that's so unfortunate though. I mean, obviously the incident with her parents has, you know, put her in so much grief and so much, you know, just, you know, healthcare related things that, you know, she's literally missed an entire year of school. That really is quite crazy. Thanks to that, the kids in my class didn't really know how to deal with me. Oh, so they really spoke with me. On top of that, rumours were going around. Oh, about my misbehaviour. In their eyes, I probably look like the stereotypical image of a delinquent girl. Oh, like you see in manga or TV dramas. Oh god, yeah, that must be really quite unpleasant. My homeroom teacher also seemed to be more interested in maintaining class harmony, so she could totally ignore me. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, yeah. What is there to even enjoy about that sort of stuff? Yeah, fair enough, so, you know, obviously she wouldn't really care if she is actually seen as delinquent, where, yeah, seen as a delinquent. And it's just really quite interesting, though. She isn't a delinquent, she's just, you know, wanting to... Wait, hang on a second, so I want to fully... That's actually really quite interesting. So, because of her old friends actually being people that could have potentially be on wanted lists, yeah, she's actually been just loaded up with the stereotype that she is actually a delinquent. But maybe she has actually done some delinquency in the past. Who knows? Or delinquent activities. Who knows? But yeah, I really wouldn't blame her just because of how awful, you know, what's happened has been. It is just sad that somebody that really had potential, I'm sure she would have, but yeah, it's just all completely shattered because of this. Fair. Even so, the only one, yes, if there's just one... Oh my god, yeah. If there's just one person I feel sorry for, it's my sister. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more, yeah. Yeah, oh god, so she was in hospital, she was in mental hospital, I'm assuming. She's been constantly apologising to so many people ever since I got out of the hospital and began going to school again. I don't even want to imagine how hard life for Tomoe must be. Doctors, nurses, school teachers and parents of other students. Oh my god. And like today, even police officers. Fucking hell. God, that really is awful. I mean, yeah, obviously Madoka, either she's so stressed that, you know, she just lets her anger out on people and doesn't really care about their feelings much at all. Or, yeah, that she just does stuff worth apologising for, really. She's always blamed herself. Oh my god, no, how could it be? How could it be that? I know that I should study properly and avoid upsetting people. I totally get that. But that's impossible. Yeah, isn't that horrible? I can't do that. If I keep quiet for too long, if I'm not paying enough attention, I'll remember weird things and won't be able to stop myself from thinking unpleasant thoughts. Interesting though. So she's actually finding it really quite hard to study because obviously, like, you know, just not constant focus, which is actually quite difficult to do. Obviously, if you're quite bored, it is difficult, and you know, just not constantly, you know, being too quiet or maybe, yeah, not paying enough attention. That must be so difficult though. I mean, just whenever I'm doing studying, sometimes maybe like I will lose my focus and I'll just think about, I don't know, like something else I'm going to do later. I remember whenever I used to game and study, it really took your concentration out of you if you had the thought of gaming afterwards. But yeah, God, I did not think of, you know, unpleasant stuff. Yeah, unpleasant thoughts are the worst. They really are. Classmates whisper about me from the shadows with contempt and pity. Oh God. Oh God, that's horrible. Yeah, the teachers compared me to my sister with disappointment and resignation. Oh yeah, interesting, because they probably would have had a really negative image of the Tomoe because of her actually resigning from the track team. In reality, that may not be the case. It may not actually be that serious. It could be a product of my paranoia and self-loathing. Yeah, interesting. Well, I've experienced stuff like this actually. I mean, obviously not as bad as Madoka, but like, yeah, it's kind of relatable. Well, that's actually quite interesting though, that she thinks, everything is actually happening, and she's convinced even though she doesn't have really any proof. But I can hear it. Oh, I feel it. Yeah, interesting. Oh god, a no good person who can't study, even though she's older than her classmates. Unlike the exceptionally talented elder sister, the younger sister are full of problems. Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, I get that, but at the same time, like, the younger sister is also, grown up with, the sort of parents in her house being entirely blown on fire. I can hear those voices. Oh god, that really is horrible. It really is just sad things like these. I mean, just the amount of effects an already fucking horrible incident has had on their lives is ridiculous. Like, they're not gonna get looked after in life. Their life is just going to treat them more and more horribly after some of the most horrible treatment one could ever get. In other words, the fire. Those voices, I can feel their gazes. Oh my god, so I ended up like this. Yeah, no matter how much I think I'm the problem, I end up losing my way. Yeah, it's actually really quite interesting because she's so sort of, like me actually, you just care too much about what other people think, and obviously you also you feel really bad with yourself, and you can't study at all, and you just really feel behind, and obviously there's the delinquency related things as well. Anyway, please be careful and head home for today. It's dangerous to stay out for too late. Thank you. Oh god, I feel so bad for Tomoe. She really just sounds like she's so dependent on this going well. Madoka, come on.
Tomoe.
Thanks. My sister's urging. I also deeply bowed my head. And then in that awkward atmosphere, we left the police station. Yeah, it's interesting that she really just has lost respect as well, and obviously that's not going to get you far in a Japanese school. Oh, no, those are Detective Minai's daughters, huh? Must be tough. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, that's actually really quite something. So this person actually knew Yuusuke. Yeah, when she says must be tough, obviously. Yeah, it must be tough to cope with that goddamn loss. So that's actually interesting because they got off lightly. Because of her actually knowing, let's be honest, I think it was a little bit more probable that they were going to get off lightly with this. It was already late in the night. Office workers on their way home and young couples were crossing the road. Pretty much no students in your uniform like me could be seen around. Oh god, so that would probably be, really quite bad in terms of just looks and image.
Madoka?
Hey, Madoka? What is it? Another lecture? I don't know why I began walking faster. Yeah, interesting. It's just so sad seeing with Madoka how this incident has totally fucked up her development. I mean, it's just really quite interesting that she never really respects people, and obviously if you don't respect people and you don't really have anyone to talk to apart from your sister, then yeah, it's going to be so hard to get by. And obviously everybody looks down on you as well. I mean, it really is awful. Still, my sister rushed to catch up with me and looked at me like she wanted to say something. Oh, she's so determined. Yeah, at this point I had to yeah, consider our athletic and cultural differences, even though they're sisters. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Even if I tried running away, there'd be no way I'd be able to outrun my sister. Yeah, and even if it turned into a fist fight, I'd probably lose. Yeah, so I started to feel an extraordinary inferiority complex, and I couldn't be honest with her. Yeah, that's interesting. So just because of her athletic thing, she actually feels that, you know, she can't win, so as a result she has to listen to her. But that is just such a fucked relationship, though. Like, the only reason she cares is because she can't win against her. She doesn't care about, you know, listening to what she has to say whatsoever. Hmm.
学校合わないの？
Oh, this school doesn't suit you.
だったら別のところに転校してもいいのよ。
Then would you like to transfer to somewhere else?
いいよそんなの。
It's fine.
引っ越すお金なんてないじゃん。
Yeah, that's the worst thing. Do they really have the money to move?
引っ越さなくても少し離れた場所なら選択肢はあるわよ。
Even without moving, there were other schools just a little further away. That's interesting. So Tomoe really is giving Madoka an opportunity to completely restart her education. No, but at the same time, we need to remember that Madoka has actually, you know, completely moved to another area without Tomoe's, you know, desire at all. I think this could potentially be the beginning of the problems, you know. And then just her school and obviously the maybe pressure from Tomoe to move. Or something like that.
あなたのことをいろいろ言う人もいないし、
there
そ
won't
れ
be
に
people who talk about you and...
あいにく通学に無駄な時間をかける
Oh
気は
yeah,
あり
yeah,
ません。
definitely. It fucking sucks. And that's from experience. Yeah, I say that in a pissed off manner because I am. But yeah, sorry, but I'd rather not waste a lot of time going to and from
余
school.
計なお世話だよそれって。
And that's none of your business. I think it is. She's literally my sister. I deliberately responded in an antagonistic voice without even looking at my sister walking beside me. The only options for transferring were private schools in the first place. Oh god. The Japanese private school's really bad. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that would make it even harder than it is now to pay tuition. My sister would never say anything, but I know what things... I know that things are pretty tough on the household budget at the moment. Oh, right. Interesting that she would never say anything. She just wants to have Madoka, you know, facing as little worries as possible. And the fact that commuting was a bother seemed like a good enough excuse.
一体どうして？
Yeah, why on earth are you like
前
this?
のあんたなら私よりずっと覚えが良くて成績も良かったの
You
に。
used to always get way better grades than me.
あんたはやればできるのよ。
Oh,
だから自信を持って。
God, that really is sad. So she did have potential. That's horrible. She really did have potential to thrive, but yeah, obviously because of what's happened, she hasn't been able to. You can do it, so be self-confident.
残念でした。私はもともとこの程度だよ。
Yeah, sorry, but this is how I've
勉
always
強
been.
なんて嫌いだし、学校も大嫌い。
Yeah, I hate studying and I absolutely hate school.
だから、
So leave me
もう
alone.
放っておいてよ。正直鬱陶しいんだよ。妙な期待ばっかりされてさ。
Honestly, it's annoying to have these weird expectations thrown at me.
Madoka.
Oh my god. Yeah, stop it. Don't look at me with those sad eyes. I already know. Since I know how much you care about me and how kind you've been to me. But it's already painful. It's strenuous. The kinder you are, the more... Oh, the more I feel like an awful, annoying piece of shit. Oh, God, it's mortifying, it's shameful. Now, that's interesting. Yeah, she really just feels bad that, you know, her sister is caring so much for her, and she just really doesn't care herself. Yeah.
なんで私こんな病気を
Why am I this sick? Oh God, I felt frustrated and guilty and I suddenly wanted to cry. I've been traumatized. Oh yeah, I've been traumatized ever since the fire at my house. Even after a year in the hospital, I'm still far from completely cured. No, that really doesn't surprise me. I mean, my God. It's so awful that I don't even want to comprehend how awful it must be, you know, what she's actually seeing. Yeah, so my sister quit her beloved tracting. Yeah, to spend more time taking care of me. Exactly. Yeah, she did, yeah. I heard she even turned down an athletic college scholarship. If my sister wanted, she could enjoy living in a lovely dorm with no need to worry about tuition or food money. Yeah, my God, definitely. But she just cannot bear living without her sister, you know, in such a bad situation, but also not looked after. So she, you know, she really just chose the path that, you know, is so selfless to choose. If my sister wanted, she could enjoy living in a lovely dorm with no need to worry about the tuition or food money, and it would even get her some pocket money to cover other expenses. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that pocket money could potentially go to Madoka. Yeah, my sister turned down that happy future. Yeah, and rather than gripe to me about it. Oh, interesting. She was just acting like it never happened. It's exasperating, unpleasant, and regrettable. No, it really must be awful. Like, obviously, you so don't want to, you know, just keep up with the flow of life, and obviously, you know, you don't want to try and school whatsoever, and, you know, improve your chances for living a really full-on life later on. But, yeah, my God. It's just so sad for Tomoe that, like, she's done this much. I mean, she seriously has she's basically thrown away an entire future. Like, an entire future. She's literally changed her entire life and her entire, you know, potential for Madoka. And yet, she's not even, you know, she's not even doing well at school. She's not even, you know, doing all the things that she needs to. It's just, and she's not even happy as well. It's hell, it really is. Not to mention, I couldn't help but hate myself for still having nasty feelings towards... Oh my God, why? What should I do? And that's interesting that she does actually have nasty feelings towards her. I mean, maybe it's just because, like, why are you doing this for me? Like, are you fucking stupid? Stuff like that, you know? What should I do? Yeah, just what on earth can I do for her? And that's actually really quite interesting that she appreciates what she, you know, what her sister is actually doing and how much she's actually given up just so she can be with her. So much so that she thinks her not being there would be the best thing because it would obviously stop being a burden to Tomoe and, you know, she'd be able to get on with her life. Yeah. Oh, when I suddenly look up at the sky. Oh. With the blink of a star, I recall the postcard that arrived the other day. Oh, it's from an older ex-boyfriend. Oh. So that's why a star reminds you of, yeah, a postcard. That makes sense. He was leading a pop music band and he moved to Tokyo after graduation, working at a bar called Star near where he had lived. Oh, interesting. Wow. God, that must be really quite fun. Leading a music band as well, wow. That's right, I still have an option. Oh, interesting. I'm sure my sister will be very sad and upset about it, but I think this will ultimately make her happy too. No way. No way. I mean, I get that she will be able to focus on her future, but she'll have to tirelessly work. She'll have to tirelessly search. She'll have to be so fucking worried, and if anything, she would have ended her life if it wasn't for Oishi. But... So I've decided. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this town and disappear from my sister's life. Yeah. Yeah, now that is actually really quite interesting because, yeah, she was just too much for her sister. And it really is quite nice to think. And it's just, I really feel so much, you know, sympathy for Tomoe and just so much respect for her as well for, you know, just doing this much for her sister. And the fact that, you know, all of this is just going to completely bite her in the backside now is just, yeah, it really is. It's painful. It really is. Oh, interesting. So the fragments next look way shorter, actually. Wow. In theory, I could read 9 fragments tomorrow. That's just in theory, but yeah, 9 fragments would be an hour and 26 minutes. And yeah, of course I could cover that. That's insane to think. But yeah, I suppose we've definitely covered quite a lot of the, you know, fragment stories now. But yeah, my god, that's everything I want to play today. Yeah, that was really fun. That was actually really quite cool, just, you know, obviously seeing all the effects of Yuusuke, and, you know, that was really interesting about seeing the media, and obviously, oh my god, Mino, and obviously his relationship with Yuusuke, and obviously the fire itself. I think that was done brilliantly. That really was. And, yeah, oh my god, seeing, you know, really just getting, sort of, circumstance? No, just really getting information on how, you know, Madoka, you know, how painful her future and her life just are, and Tomoe's as well. And it was also quite interesting seeing that, you know, track team related thing. And yeah, I really like the whole fragment things so far. I think these are really quite fun today. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to bed now. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, see you in the next one where we are going to be doing a lot of shit, I bet. Wait, when I say shit, that sounds like we're going to be reading a lot of stuff that is shit. No, I mean we are going to be doing a lot of stuff. But I really don't want you to get the wrong interpretation there. But yeah, see you guys.